Can I go live then?
Yep, you are live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the United Stand. Sorry for being a little bit late. Numerous reasons why, but we're live now, and that's all that matters. Interesting team lineup. We talked about it on the preview yesterday. And to be fair, Solskjaer has done exactly what I think he should have done. He has totally changed the team. I'm sure Liverpool fans are angry because of the team that we've put out. But at the end of the day, I'm not too fussed. Not too fussed, because the team, as you will see delivering on the screen in a moment, has David De Gea in it. It has Brandon Williams at right back, Twansebi and Bay at centre back, Telles at left back, Matic and Van der Beek as the midfield pivot, with Mata ahead of them, and then Alanga, Ahmad and Greenwood as a front three. In effect, it's a very, very exciting Manchester United side. And very, very, very excited to see how it's going to play out. Effectively, we are probably giving up 3 points, but Ollie's taking the piss, says Master. I don't think he is. I think this is a big up yours to the Premier League, to be honest with you, because what is he supposed to do in this circumstance? What is he going to do? It is what it is. He's got to go with what he's got. That's all he can do. So very, very excited to see what's going to happen in relation to the team today, and very excited to see how we're going to cope, because we will have a United side on Thursday night against Liverpool that's very, very strong. But tonight we're not going to have that. So I don't know what's going on here. People are talking about 720p and no team. Don't know what that's all about. Yeah, apparently it isn't. It is in 720p. I don't know why that is. Wonder if I can change it. Give it to Uri Cavani. Troy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is there any reason it's in 720p? Is there any setting I can change?
It's changed automatically on mine, which is rather irritating, because I automatically set it to 1080, and now it's decided to change it. Brilliant. So annoying. I could start and restart very quickly, but it's up to you.
Mike is dodgy as well.
Interesting. That'll be your internet.
What the fuck is that? Is that a ghost? People can hear you talking as well. So it's obviously not pulling my audio through. You're pulling it through desktop and not the browser, which is what I do with Flex.
No, it's not. It's through desktop.
People can hear you talking.
It's not.
Have we got the players on the pitch yet? No.
Oh, so you're bringing me through because you've gone through what you normally do. That's why.
What's that?
So your audio is bringing me through on your desktop, which is coming through to me, because I don't come through on mine, because I know it.
Well, what was going wrong there then? Because we're doing exactly the same as what happens with Flex, and it's still doing it.
That's all right. I just need to come out of. All I need to do is come out of Discord, and no one can hear me. So.
Okay.
All right, I'll close down Discord.
Yeah, the problem we've got today is that I'm not actually running the stream, so you still haven't got the team on the pitch, and you haven't got good quality of me, but you're just going to have to put up with it, I'm afraid, because that's about as good as it's going to get today. Apologies for that. It's either this or nothing, so we crack on with it. Okay, so yeah, the team, as we know, is going to be De Gea in goal. Alanga's going to start. He's in the front three with Greenwood and Diallo. You've got Van der Beek, Mata and Matic as a midfield three, with Telles and Williams, and then Twansebi and Bay as your centre-backs, with De Gea in goal. So that's how it's going to go. Best lineup of the season, says Bryn. Well, I mean, look, I don't know whether this is 100%. It's a team that's been floating around for about an hour and a half. So I don't think that we should discount it. I do think that this is probably going to be the team. I don't know why it's come out so early, but ultimately it's not like it really doesn't matter massively, does it? It's not the end of the world that the teams come out, because ultimately what it does show is that we're not picking any player apart from Greenwood, who's played in the last 2 games. And interestingly, Mason Greenwood probably will not play against Liverpool now, which means that we will probably play, well, we're going to play McFred against Liverpool. We're going to play Pogba on the left with Bruno and Rashford and Cavani through the middle. One of these centre-backs is probably going to have to play on Thursday unless Harry Maguire is free. And then you're going to have Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Henderson will come back in, and Lindelof. So we'll have a team that's strong. We'll have a team that's very strong for the Liverpool game. But today is going to be very interesting in relation to the team that we put out, because this could have a massive impact on the Champions League. It really could. Now, the team is starting to appear on the screen for you now. But let me just tell you that the team that Leicester have put out, there was a league team for Leicester. Let me just get it for you. They won't be giving it to Eddie Cavani today. Let's have a look. I'm sure I saw a leaked Leicester team somewhere, if anybody knows. We've seen our team. I'm sure somebody put a leaked Leicester team out. Let's have a look. Leaked Leicester team. Kasper Schmeichel, Thomas Fofana. No, not Kasper Schmeichel's not 2 players. It's Schmeichel in goal. Thomas, Fofana, Sionku, Castagne, Albrighton, Ndidi, Tielemans, Perez, Vardy, Iheanacho. So it's a strong Leicester team. I mean, Maddison never seems to be fit. I mean, is Maddison injured again? I don't know, but apparently so. He's certainly not starting for Leicester. So Schmeichel, Thomas, Fofana, Sionku, Castagne, Albrighton, Ndidi, Tielemans, Perez, Vardy, Iheanacho is the starting lineup for Leicester, apparently. And I think it's going to be very hard for Manchester United today, by the way. Very, very hard. I had no clue we were playing today. Cheers, Mark from Candice in Ohio, says Adam too. Welcome to the Members Club, Lee Anglin. Hi, Mark. With the lack of games for Williams and Ollie not trusting the youth, do you think in the transfer window they tried to bring in Max Aarons? Maybe, Grant. It'd be quite expensive, though. I'm quite excited to see how this team fares, says Briars. And also, Dylan Jeffrey says, bet Ricky is sad that there's no Dan James, says Dylan. Well, he's not fit, is he? And there's Renate with the sticker. Thank you very much. Everybody who's tuning in, big thumbs up. I think it's a very exciting Man United lineup. I do. I mean, Van der Beek's starting. Brandon Williams is starting. Twansebi's starting. Diallo's starting. It's a very exciting Manchester United lineup. I'm looking forward to it. Welcome to the Members Club, Alexander Doyle. And got a song, Hit the Road, Jack. We got Mason Greenwood. We got Mason, our very own superstar, says the gas. Don't know the song. Apparently, there's been a bust-up between Brendan and Maddison. Maddison has spat on him, according to rumours, says Gwydion. Don't know whether that's true. We'll tell you the subs when the team officially comes out, which is going to be in 7 minutes. But the team that you're getting on your screen at the moment is the team that apparently we're going to play. So there you go. Lots of pressure on Elanga. So Elanga starting and Amad Diallo starting is the news. I mean, I'm excited by this. I mean, Matic playing, but I don't. You know what? I don't actually think it's a definite that we're going to lose, and maybe that's just excited optimism. But it's not guaranteed that we're going to lose this game, is it? It isn't guaranteed that we're going to lose. So, you know, Leicester do need to win. I think when you look at the league table at the moment, Leicester have got 63 points. Liverpool have got 57, but they'll have 2 games in hand after today. So if we were to beat Leicester and then Liverpool were to beat us, top 4's there for them, right? Pure and simple. But of course, Liverpool fans will be fuming. They're going to be fuming because they are going to get to play a strong United side. Look, I get it. If you're a Liverpool fan, I get it, because they are playing a team that's going to be strong in United, and their main rival for top 4 is playing Man United's reserves. So they're going to be furious about it. I get it. I do get it. But tough luck. Blame the Premier League. That's all I'm going to say. Blame the Premier League. It's on the Premier League. It's not on Manchester United. It's not on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And if for any Liverpool fan who says, well, no, we blame you for cancelling your own game. Well, you know what? Some things are bigger than football. We've got owners we don't want. Blame it on the Premier League. They didn't have to make it so that we had to play 3 games in 5 days. There we go. That's attacking, said Mark. Fair play to Ollie. Looking forward to it. Good luck to the boys, says Michael Southcombe. Greetings from Brazil, Mark. Go United, says João Victor Souza. Welcome to the Members Club, Alexander Doyle. So, score predictions. I think Leicester are favourites. I'm going to go with a Leicester win. I think Leicester will probably win it 2-0. But I'm not negative about it. I think that we've got to do what we've got to do, and the game is at 6 o'clock kickoff, so just over an hour. We'll have the official team out in a minute, but this is the leaked team. Exciting to see Alanga, but very excited to see Amad Diallo. And the thing I like about this game is that we never would, in a way, as a United fan, are you really bothered? We're never going to win the league. It's not an away game. If we lose, we're still going to get second place. We are on easy street in relation to second place and top four. We don't need to worry too much. So I think that with this game, it's all, in a way, it's a bit of a bonus for United. I mean, when are you ever going to see Amad Diallo, Donny van der Beek, Brandon Williams, Twan Sebi, Alanga, Greenwood starting at number 9, Telles starting, De Gea's in goal? When are you ever going to get to see all these players starting, really? It's not very often it happens. So in many ways, I'm quite excited about it. And I think it's going to be very, very interesting. Why is Alanga on both wings? He isn't. Number 19's Diallo, isn't he? Oh, yeah, he's put Alanga. Yeah, Alanga's Diallo, because there's no way that Alanga's Swedish and from the Ivory Coast. So it's Diallo. Who's sorting this team out? Has had a few beers, says Dylan, and can't wait. 3-1 United, like you, excited about it, about a new chapter in the team selection. Come on, United, says Norman. Well, I think for me, that's our best United. That's the best United 11. I'm only joking. We all excited to see it, Mark, says Bruce. Very excited, I am. Very excited. I'm doing 5 things at once. He'll sort it out in a minute, don't worry. He'll sort it out in a minute. Who's captain? Well, the team sheet's not officially out yet. It's going to be out in 4 minutes, so we'll let you know who the captain is. This is a leaked team, but I would predict that the captain will be Mata, because they don't let De Gea have it anymore. I really hope Donny does well today. Will do wonders for the lads' confidence, says damn it. Well, this is to be fair, the one thing I would say about getting the game protest, the protest getting it cancelled, and the game being arranged at a ridiculous turnaround of 48 hours, it does mean that Donny would never normally start this game, would he? There's no way Donny would have started this game normally. So, it's only words. And can I just say, Draughty's doing a fantastic job. Whether he's got 2 Alangas in there or not, this is a on-the-hop production because of an issue that we could not have foreseen 5 minutes before we were going to start. So big shout out to Draughty. He deserves a like on the video. My man of the match. Mark, excited to see the youngsters play. Excited to see Diallo and Alanga, says Vignesh. Yeah, a lot of excitement. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. You're very, very welcome. So please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. If you can play United Stand Picks tonight, I haven't got the link in the video description, but if you have downloaded United Stand Picks, it is being done today. £1,000 cash prize pot. 12 questions to do with the game. You can play that. Got to be over 18 to play it because we're giving cash prizes away. But get on it, because I haven't dropped the link in the video description. So if you have downloaded the app, there probably won't be as many players today. So if you've already downloaded it, it's free to play. Get on it. United Stand Picks, get on the app and play. Draw team man of the match. Who is Alanga, says Fento? Well, he's a lad from the youth setup who he's a centre-back. He's about 6'5". He's really slow. I don't know why we've put him on the left wing. No, he's a young attacking lad who can play anywhere across the front three. So I'm very excited to see what he's all about. Obviously, it's his first game. Cormac says he's already clear of Ansu Fati. Yeah. Basically, he's a combination of Neymar, Messi, and Ronaldo, but in their prime. So he's like a combination of Neymar, Messi, and Ronaldo when they were 25. But he's 10 times better than that. He is probably the greatest footballer to ever play football. So yeah, the team is confirmed, says Ben345. We'll get that for you now then. La 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 la. No. I mean, look, no pressure on the lad. Let's see what he's all about. So Frederick has confirmed it. It's De Gea, Williams, Bay, Twan Sebi, Telles, Donny, Matic, Amad, Mata, Alanga, and Greenwood. So we're probably going to see. We're probably going to see Donny playing in a pivot with Matic. Now, some people are getting a bit moody about De Gea starting in this game, and it's a clear indication that he's now the reserve goalkeeper. Look, I would agree with that. I think it's you're probably right about that. I'm just looking at some of the pictures outside Old Trafford. There's riot police and all sorts there. They're not pissing about tonight. practice for Thursday, I think. But yeah, I mean, I think that look, I think De Gea should be the number one goalkeeper. I think he's the best goalkeeper we've got at the club. But I'm not the manager, you're not the manager, so that's just the way it's going to be. But I'm still very excited about the team. And the good thing for De Gea tonight is I expect he's probably going to be quite busy, so it's another opportunity for him to to show what a great goalkeeper he is. So, you know, I'm not too fussed. Bit of experience. David De Gea probably should be the captain in this game, if I'm absolutely honest with you. Why is David De Gea not captain? But I'm just going to find out who's on the bench for you. I mean, I expect on the bench we're going to see some of the better players. But, you know, you don't really want to see them being used, to be honest. So the bench consists of, so De Gea, Bailly, Mata, Greenwood, Ahmed. So the team is De Gea, Williams, Bailly, Twansebi, Telles, Matic, Van der Beek, Mata, Diallo, Greenwood, Alanga. But the bench is Hernandez, Lindelof, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Fernandes, McTominay, Pogba, Cavani, Rashford. So the people on the bench are people on the bench who we really don't want them to play much, because I don't want to see him coming on with half an I don't really see the point in bringing them on at any point, because we need them totally fit for Thursday. But yeah, it is what it is. And I think that one thing I did want to get the live comments thoughts about is, do you agree with this team? Because I actually do. Welcome to the Members Club, Craig Hallam and Jason Anatol. Thank you for joining. You can join the Members Club by clicking the join button. You get your little badge next to your name. Thank you, everybody, for that. Love from Malta Mark. We love your show, says Matthew. Well, we love you as well. Thank you very much. Apparently, I'm invisible now. Don't know what's gone wrong there. I'm still here, hopefully. Am I here? I've not disappeared on my screen. I'm still here. Well, I'm still here on mine. I went for half a second. You're back now. Thank God for that. I thought I'd disappeared. I thought I'd been Thanos. I don't even know what that means. Hi, Mark. What do you think has been Ollie's biggest strength, weakness as a manager? Endurance. Yeah, endurance. So, yeah, don't know what anybody else thinks, but yeah, definitely. Hi, Mark. What do you think has Ollie? Yeah, I've read that one. And this team, in a way, is simply playing the preseason for next season. Probably would have liked more game time for this, lads, before this game, says Deepak Singh. And I do agree with you, Deepak. Abdullah, thank you for Abdul Fassar. Thank you for the super chat there. Really appreciate that. Remember, if you have downloaded United Stand picks already over the last few weeks, we have got a game tonight. So make sure you get your picks in before kickoff, because I haven't dropped it in the video description. So it's only really for people who've already downloaded it, which means there'll be less players. So you could win £1,000 cash prize pot. Links in the video description. If you've already downloaded it, make sure you play it before kickoff. I agree with the team, but we ain't going to win, says Killian. But you know what about this team, Killian? I don't know why I'm dancing about it. Welcome to Members Club, Scott Brown. What I wanted to say about the team, I'm doing it again. What I wanted to say about the team is that I feel it's a little bit like Bristol City playing Man City. We know we probably shouldn't win this game, and I'll explain why in a minute. But we're also very excited about that team, that we're like, yeah, bring it on. Let's see what it's all about. So, yeah, I'm interested. Who's the winger on the left, Mark? I haven't heard of him, says Dougie Anderson. Alanga's from the youth setup. So if you follow the youth setup, you're probably gonna know what that's all about. Apparently we're getting, look, laggy, out of sync, whatever you're talking about. It's nothing to do with me. If you can hear me, that's the main thing. Why is it starting at 6 p.m? Because some Premier League games have been kicking off at 6 p.m. quite recently. That's just the way it is. The reason I think we will be losing this game is because what we're going to talk about now is quality, fitness, and game time. I think in a one-on-one game, that 11 that we've got there could quite easily get a result today. But we're playing Leicester. Leicester are fourth in the league. They're a very good team. They're well organised. And most of those Leicester players will have played 30, 40, 45, 50 games this season. These lads that we're picking haven't played hardly at all this season. So match sharpness, these lads will have played Man City, Liverpool, they'll have played Tottenham, they'll have played Arsenal, they'll be fresh and they'll be fit and they'll be drilled and they'll be used to playing with each other. These lads that we've got tonight, they won't be. They won't be. So that is the disadvantage. It's not that they're not good enough players. You know, people like Telles and Twansebi and Bailly and Matic and Mata and Van der Beek, they'd expect to hold their own, but it's the fact that they don't play together. It's the lack of match rhythm, fitness, and playing together that will be the problem. Also, you have got a couple of young lads in there like Alanga and Diallo, who realistically, if you're going to play them, you want to play them alongside Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, experienced players. So you're chucking them into a very, very difficult situation. Love this team, mate. While I unused, I think it might just work. Fresh legs, I think we should give them props. Lots of talent there, says AJ Singh. I hope so. Welcome to the Members Club, Simon Peel. Thank you very much for joining there. Be positive, says Archibald. And I think that's the main thing. Be positive. Hey, Mark, there is something that you said. It's quite profound at the start of the season. Imagine we sign Sancho and Upamecano. There is a probability that we'd be 10 points in the tail, plus 10 points. Yeah, well, look, I think the inability to sign those players is the problem. If you're having any problems with this stream, we are going to have a few technical difficulties tonight, but the thing is it won't drop. If we try and do it the other way, there might be some problems. So it's not going to drop. It'll be fine. Just have to bear with it. But if you refresh, I think it works a little bit better. But just keep doing that. I'm so glad Twansebi is playing, says Platinum. There's actually quite a lot to be excited about in relation to that team. 4-3 United because of the amount of youth players. Crazy game. Love it, says Armani. It's a free hit for United. It's a free hit for United because if we lose, we're still going to get second place. The big game for me is the game against Liverpool on Thursday night. That's the match that I don't want to lose. That's the game that I want to win. So Leicester, I want to win, but I feel it's a bit of an exciting one in the sense that, you know, bring it on. Let's see what it's all about. I'm not massively concerned about it, to be honest with you. So we'll see how it goes. Sorry. Okay, that's all right. Jamie's just sent me something about the player ratings. We've got cover on that. It's all going off. 24,000 people watching. I detect a bit of excitement. I think people are excited by this United scene. Ooh, who would be better as the left-sided centre-back in this game? Bay or Twansebi? Is it not 4-2-3-1, says Hadrian Wong? I think we'll definitely be playing a 4-2-3-1. And Landon says, I actually think that most of these players are actually going to have good connection as they probably practice together more, says Landon. 4-3 United, says Amani. Get your score predictions in, actually. That's quite a good idea. Abdul Fatah, thank you for the super chat again. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Made? All right, doesn't matter. Could possibly have played a back five with the lack of movement in midfield, says Zishan. Well, I really hope that we're going to see. I really hope that we're going to see Donny van der Beek playing at centre mid in the pivot. I think that'd be really interesting if that happens because that's a position I think he can play. And look, one thing's for sure. One thing is for very sure. Anybody who plays well tonight, don't tell me, oh, it was the reserves. That's not Leicester reserves. That's Leicester City in an FA Cup final on Saturday. That's Leicester City trying to get Champions League football. So they ain't going to, this is a good opposition. Quotes from Ollie on Twitter saying we should see Maguire before Europa League final. Cool. For the Wolves game. And I think that's what will happen. What do you think it would mean for Leicester if they don't beat this United team? What a great point that is by Anatar as well. I think that if Leicester didn't win this game, they'd be in real problems. This team has probably played the regular team in training match prep during the season, 11 versus 11, but lacks proper experience, says Oscar. De Gea is... Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't tell anybody who the captain was. Apparently, the captain is David De Gea. I haven't had that... I'd hate to see my manager just hand our local rivals the league title on a plate. Mason. I don't know what that's all about. Don't know what that's all about. No idea. Let me just confirm for you. The captain is Matic. Is the Matic. Matic is the captain. So really, it should be De Gea. Yeah. I think there must be a grudge towards Nemanja, not Matic, David De Gea, because if you think about it, he's the only player on that team who's won the title. He's been there the longest, and he's been the captain before. So it doesn't make any sense why you wouldn't give him the captaincy, to be honest with you. But look, it's at the end of the day, it's not war and peace, is it? It's not the end of the world. But Mark, do you think we could have a shot to win the league if we win today and City lose to Newcastle on Friday, says Sebi? We're not winning the league, mate. I mean, if we can stop Man City winning the league for as long as possible, it's May time now and they've still not won it, then, they've not run away with it. My brothers are Arsenal fans, says Abdul Fattah. They are talking about Aubameyang is better than Cavani. What's your take on it? Well, I just look at the league table. Logan, welcome. Logan Anderton, welcome to the members club. And Duffer, I don't know what that means, Amani. I get the vibes from when we played PSG with the reserves, says Per-Eric Klassen. Hey, look, it's 11 against 11. It's 11 against 11. There's a lot of excitement in the chat as well. Smash a like on the video if you're excited. I'm excited by this lineup. I think it's, I certainly don't think I'm going to be there going, oh, bloody Matic. Matic is a bag of cement. Oh, look at Bailly. Look at Bailly. Couldn't pass a parcel. Rubbish. Poppadom defending. It's like a bloody bowling ball crashing through a poppadom. I'm not going to be like that tonight. I don't know about you, but I can't see myself being like that tonight because it's a plaster job, isn't it? Like, we're really not. This is our reserves. I know we like some of these players. Some of them are exciting young players like Greenwood, Diallo, Williams, Twansebi, and Alanga. Some of them are going to be going in the summer, hopefully. Mata and Matic. And then you've got some people that are new signings that you want to do well, like Tellez and Van der Beek. So I'm excited by it. I really am. Imagine the hype when our young lads smash Leicester, says SK. And De Gea won't be captain because of the interview after the Everton game. I think it was, I don't mind losing the game if Liverpool stays out of the Champions League, says Paulo Ramirez. Do you think the club still holds a grudge against De Gea since he's our only player who's called out how badly United were, says De Gea is the difference? Yeah, I think it was after... I think De Gea said it after the Newcastle... I can't remember when it was, but it was a couple of years ago. It was just before he signed his new contract, actually, and the contract still got signed. And he basically came out and said, that's not Man United, that's not acceptable. And he's never been captain again. So there you go. I don't think it is an exhibition match, Perkins. I think what it is it's a unique situation because we are, I nearly said top of the league. We're not. We are second in the league and we've established ourselves as second in the league. And therefore, we don't need to worry about third or fourth. So we're in a position of comfort. That's what we are. But for Leicester, this is a massive game. So it's not an exhibition game. Those lads will be going out there to win. Those United players are going to go out there to win because it's their big chance. If they win today, it's a big up yours to everybody who says they're not good enough. So it's a big opportunity for United today and those players. It's a great opportunity for Solskjaer because if he can beat Leicester with his reserves, it's like up yours. I'm one of the best managers in the league. And also, if we do lose, well, we've probably just messed up Liverpool's chance of getting in the Champions League. Liverpool are going to be fuming. I've said it before; they will be fuming. And the reality is we've done Liverpool dirty inadvertently because this is not about rivalry for Liverpool. This is about we've got a game on Thursday that's bigger than the game here, and we can't play the same team twice. So and also, can I just say, if we were playing Liverpool tonight and Leicester on Thursday, I still think tonight Liverpool would be playing our reserves because we played Sunday. It's nothing to do with Liverpool. It's just bad luck for Liverpool because that game This game tonight is squeezed in between two other games. You can't. You've got to rest people on the middle game. Honestly, I think we would win the game. No one knows the movement. And Ahmed and Alanga setting up your defence against players you don't know is difficult, says Ronald Jacob. Well, I certainly hope that there's some, nervousness in that Leicester side, because they've got to win. The pressure is on them. They've got to win. Big up, Ryan. Thanks for telling me. It's Matic. Big up to Ryan. Thanks for all the super chats that are coming in. This game is really reminding me of Rashford's Premier League debut versus Arsenal for some reason. Remember, we had a very second string side that day, says Mario French. And buzzing to see Alanga play so fast and direct, says Reese Bloomer. How comes there's no show retire, says Joel Thorne. Hannibal as well. Travis Proletti, welcome to the Members Club. Well done, Ollie. I know he's making a point and it's not his normal style, but for his fans, it's so refreshing to see some youth for once. Hope for the future. Yeah, I'm very happy with the team. I'm not gonna lie about that. So Show Retire and Hannibal played last night in the game against for the under-23s. So they were never going to be playing tonight. So yeah, that's basically what happened there. They won't be playing and are not even on the bench because they played yesterday. It's because Hannibal and Shoda played last night. Yes, it is. That's right. Nearly got 30,000 watching. Please smash a like on the video. Share the video. You're very, very welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let's have a look. What's going on here? Leicester's team, I can't remember it, but it's Schmeichel in goal. Thomas. Oh, yeah, I can remember it. Schmeichel in goal. Thomas. Sionku, Fafana, Castagnier, Ndidi, Tillemans, Albrighton, Perez, Iheanacho, and Vardy. I don't know what's happened to James Maddison. I don't know whether he's injured or not. Hi, Mark. Do we have Champions League football confirmed for next season? Yes, we do, Josh. A side comment, I'm so excited for next season as we've got second place done and dusted. We can have a sustained title race and win it, says Armani. Okay. Zane's in the house. Mark, you should have had Zaka in your team of the year. No. That was an honest opinion. Perhaps it's a good thing we're not hearing anything on CDMs. Maybe they don't want to look like idiots and are keeping their options open, says Mario. And yeah, we do have Champions League football confirmed. Hannibal got sent off last night. Basically, he was on a yellow card. He got fouled. He went up to a referee and he was like this, trying to get someone booked, and the referee booked him. I mean, it's a bit like Watkins sending off at the weekend. His second sending off is for diving. And it's like, do you want to be sending people off for that, or do you want to be booking for them for it? But if you book them and they've already been booked, you know, it's one of those. Apparently, there's a bit of Harry Maguire injury news. I'm just about to get it for you now. Let's have a look. Give it to Eddie Cavani. Solskjaer, the good news is that Maguire has not broken anything. It is just ligament damage, and we hope to see him again before the Europa League final. Well, that's interesting because I thought it was going to be bruised. Ligament damage could be problematic. But look, give him a week and a half and get him back for the Wolves game, give him half a match against that, and then play him in the final. What we don't want to do is exactly what somebody said last night. We don't want a Harry Kane situation where he gets himself ready to play for the Champions League final. He's not actually fit. And Ollie said, obviously, we've had scans and the good news is there is no fracture, ligament damage. Hopefully we'll see him again. So that's good news. That's good news. Very, very good news. I'm very happy about that one. So well done. It's an opportunity for others. That's what it is tonight. It's an opportunity for others to step in whilst the first team effectively has a well-earned break. So I'm excited to see how it's going to go. My score prediction is just real. I'm going to go with 2-0 to Manchester United. Not Manchester United, Leicester. I think Leicester will win 2-0. They're third in the league. They're fourth in the league. They're a good side. And I expect that one thing we haven't really spoken about is that the defence is not the defence is a question mark, isn't it? Brandon Williams has hardly played this season. Tellez defensively, I haven't seen enough. And Twansebi, but I actually think Twansebi and Bailly might be low key quite good because they're fast. Up against Iheanacho and Vardy, they might do quite well. Welcome to the Members Club, Brady. And also, I truly believe very strongly Ollie can dominate for the next 10 years because he's lucky, says Armani. I think Armani's... stop doing the super chats, Armani. You're talking out your ass. Have a feeling you will be... I didn't read that. Leicester were losing 4-0 against Newcastle, says Joseph. And look, Leicester are more than capable of losing this game. Is that starting lineup of United's better than the Newcastle's lineup that beat Leicester on Friday? Yes, it is. Are Leicester serial bottlers? You could say that. So I think it's going to be very interesting. 56 is Alanga. Yeah, I don't. To be honest with you, I must admit, I must profess my ignorance here. I didn't know he was Swedish. I didn't know that. Did anyone else know he was Swedish? I knew who he was as a youngster, but I didn't know he was Swedish. Stephen Branson says, if Bay and Axel play 90 minutes tonight, do you think either can play on Thursday? I think they have to, Stephen, because there's no way Maguire's going to play. So who are we going to play at centre-back? The team picks itself against Liverpool. I mean, we'll do the preview tomorrow, but the team picks itself. It will be Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, and either Bay or Twansebi, Luke Shaw, McFred, Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, Cavani. That's the starting lineup. I just don't know who's going to play next to Lindelof on Thursday. You're basically going to... We haven't got another centre-back, so it'll have to be Bay or Twansebi. Phil Jones ain't fit. Some would say that's a good thing. He is Swedish, but he lived in England his whole life, says Lewis Lee. It's a surreal lineup, says Kyriakos. What happened to Mengi, Mark? Is he at United or still at Derby? He's still at Derby, Callum. I mean, Derby have finished the season now, but I don't think he can come back and play for us. So I don't think that will happen. Thanks for all the super chats that are coming in. And by the way, a lot of excitement. I can see it in the live comments. There's definitely a lot of excitement. That is the confirmed team news, Taryn. And it's a very exciting team news as well. You're talking out yours. Trust me, because he's lucky. And it's, Armani, I'm not answering any more of your questions now. You're dictating the show. We have this with Zayn talking out his ass, trying to dictate the show. So you've had your warning. Maddison spat in Rodgers' face, apparently. That's not very nice. That's not very nice. I'm just trying to get you the bench to see if he's on the bench. Yeah, Maddison's on the bench for Leicester. So their bench is Amate, Fuchs, Ricardo Pereira, Mendy, Chowdhury, Pratt, Maddison, Mazwanisi. So Johnny Evans is injured for them. Give it to... Well, we probably won't see a Cavani song today. Sorry, we probably won't get a Cavani song today, but we have added some more lyrics to the great Cavani song. And it goes like this. I did sing it this morning, and it goes like this. Is there a goal out there? Safe from Matador head. Diddlin', 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 diddlin'. Give it, give it, give it to Eddie Cavani. Pass him the ball and let him score all the goals. No man of the match performances from Evans for us. And good win for Burnley yesterday. Did you watch it? Says Callum Turner. No. And Dean Hamilton, welcome to the Members Club. Thank you for joining. I'd love to see Donny boss the midfield today. I'm sure it will happen, says Joe. Well, if I'm Donny van der Beek today, and Architect says, I'm so happy to see Van der Beek and Diallo start, even though it's kind of expected. That's still a decent team. I didn't expect Diallo to start. I knew Donny would start. But if you're Donny van der Beek today, what an opportunity. What an opportunity to step out there and, perform. And look, it is a reserve side, but we're not playing Rochdale. We're playing Leicester, who need to win to get in the Champions League. This is a Champions League side. People say he's very much like Tony Martial. Give it to Anthony Elanga. Twansebi has a point to prove as well, says Matthew Larney. But I think any player in that Manchester United side today can put out a performance and send a statement, because we're not playing anybody that's bad. We're not playing anybody bad. We're playing good sides. So, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. One minute. I knew Elanga was Swedish because I've seen his dad played as left back for Malmo, says Rasmus. Anthony is born in Malmo, but they are from Cameroon. There you go. Is Show Retire on the bench, says Tom. No, the bench. I mean, the bench is strong. It's got people like Pogba, Bruno, Cavani's on there. I think Rashford's on there as well. So, yeah, it's a strong bench. We can definitely go strong if we want to. Ken really wants to see Ahmed playing the full game. I said this the other day against Roma when Van der Beek started. The big thing is that they're starting this game. I think you come off the bench and you perform well, and I always feel, well, you're coming off the bench, everyone's a little bit more tired, you're fresh, there's a bit of an advantage there. Look, if I come on the pitch with half an hour to go and I'm running at a right back that's been playing an hour, I've got an advantage. I've got more energy. I'm fresh. But when you start the game, everybody starts the same. And I think if you can have a game, if you can start a game well off from the first minute, then that's when you really do start to make an impact. This is the lineup. Yes, this is the lineup. So, yeah. Yeah, I know my mic's trash today, Edwin. If you tuned in at the start, you'd know why. We're having problems. Could you not have played that lineup versus Liverpool? No, because the Premier League has made us play at this ridiculous time. So there's not a lot we can do about that, I'm afraid. Can we expect players like Bruno, Pogba and Rashford in the second half, says Anav? I don't know, mate, to be honest. I'm not sure whether that is going to happen or not. I'm sure he will bring some players on. I'm sure Ollie wants to win. I'm sure if it's 0-0 with 25 minutes to go, he's going to try and get him on. Hey, Mark, nice to be back here. Bad state in India, says Danielle. Oh, no, anyway, been singing the Cavani song since yesterday. Everyone is singing it. Funny how addictive this positivity is. Danielle, big shout out to you. And obviously thoughts with India at the moment. We know that they're going... we know that things are bad there. So, stay safe and thoughts with people there. Wrote you on Instagram, says Joachim, the Cavani song will be a hit. Just give it a chance, Mark. It fits when he starts on the bench. Okay. Don't you think Ollie should give Ahmed more time, says Karan? Well, he's starting him tonight. Kickoff is in 32 minutes, so we've not got long to go. Remember, if you've downloaded United Stand Picks before, I've not got the link in the video description today, so there won't be any new people downloading it. So if you've already downloaded it before, there is another game where you can win £1,000 cash prize pot. So make sure you play it. It's free to play, and you must be over 18. But if you've already downloaded it, make sure you play it. It's free. 12 questions to do with the game. £1,000 cash prize pot for the winners. Crack on with that. Pogba or Chowdhury, says Charlotte. Oh, my God. I haven't voted for Player of the Year yet. No. I tend to not try and go on the Man United website at the moment for obvious reasons, but you've obviously all fallen for it, haven't you? Who is your Player of the Year, says Nayam? I'm still thinking it through, really. I actually am not going to say who my Manchester United Player of the Year is because I think there's some big key games to come, isn't there? It's very close between Bruno and Luke Shaw for me at the moment. I think I know who I'd go with right now, but let's see what happens in the key last few weeks of the season. Salah Ahmed says, is David De Gea nailed on to start in the final or be dropped? I just think the way he's been treated this year, it wouldn't surprise me if he got dropped, even though we're only in the final because of him. I mean, how can you drop a keeper who got you there in the semi-final? So, no, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But he starts tonight, and obviously there is this Henderson ting going on. It's Ramadan, so I highly doubt Ahmed will play 90 minutes, but looking forward to seeing him and Alanga, says Ali Morgan. I love making up songs. Can you please sing on the Cavani song, My Verses Are Uruguayan Robin Hood, says Matt. And De Gea starting instead of Hendo looks more like a set-up since it's a weekend team, so we're going to be peppered with shots, says the genius. And there's loads and loads and loads of police at Old Trafford. You know, it's hilarious because there's no protest tonight. So this is I think what the police and United are doing there, by the way, if you haven't seen the pictures, this is at Old Trafford, of course. It feels like it's at Leicester for some reason, but it's at Old Trafford. There's loads of barriers. There's loads of police. And effectively, I think what this is from Man United is it's sending a message to those people that are going to protest on Thursday that, look, I won't bother trying to get into on the pitch because you've got no chance. Will it work? Mark, I think this is the most important part of the game is to see what happens when they attack Telles and Williams, says Oliver H. Would you take Kimmich or Rice if you had the choice? Kimmich, Chuba. And have you heard what's happening in Palestine? Absolutely heartbreaking, says Habib. I have seen stuff about it, mate. And obviously, you know, I know I've said about India as well. So, you know, thoughts to everybody in Palestine. But look, I can't honestly put my hand on heart and say I watch a lot of the news. I don't. In fact, a lot of my news comes from people in the chat, which is why I know the situation in India is bad, because I know we've got a lot of people watching from here who are in India, and obviously somebody just said there 400,000 cases a day, which is just horrific, really. Craig Reader, welcome to the United Stand Members Club. Thank you very much. The Harry Maguire news is that he is he's not broken his ankle, so he's fit. In a sense that, well, he's not fit. He's got ligament damage, so it's not swelling. It's ligament damage. And Ollie hopes to see him back before the Europa League final. Remember, the Europa League final is 2 weeks tomorrow, so you know it's interesting how that might work out. COVID is real, but exaggerated, as Michael Collins said. We don't need. Can we just stop with all the political crap? To be honest with you, I'm not. You know, we've spoken about a couple of things. It's not going to turn into a political show. Football is not politics, and I'm only really interested in talking about football. If you want the other thing, you know where you can go and chat about it. Better news about Maguire, says Brian. Yeah, I said this last night though, didn't I? I think that I suspected that it wasn't anything too serious and that it was probably swelling. And if it's swelling, you just don't play him for the next week or so. Get him back a week on Sunday against Wolves and then play him in the semi-final. Play him in the final. It's a bit of a risk because it's 2 weeks ago and any setback will be a problem. But he needs to get that ankle up and get going. That's what he needs to do. Mark, you're always complaining that Manchester United don't have a world-class beach, says Oliver. Well, it's hard to have a world-class beach in Manchester because it's landlocked. So, and I can't remember the last time I complained about Manchester not having a world-class beach. I mean, I have been to Manchester quite a lot in my life, and I've never walked around it in my Ralph Lauren shorts with a towel around me going, where's the best beach around here? We could do with a world-class beach. You know, I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're talking nonsense, really. On United Stand picks, 66% think Leicester are going to get 4 goals, says Travis. Yeah, you can play United Stand picks if you've downloaded it. I'm not dropping it in the link in the video description today, so you've got an advantage if you already downloaded it because it'll be less players for the cash prize. So make sure you get on it. I know he meant bench, Padley. I know he meant bench. Thanks for all the super chats, by the way. You can do that through the $sign if you want to. And we've got a few members joining tonight as well. Craig Reader, welcome. You get your badge next to your name. Thanks for supporting the channel. Did my ligaments about 4 weeks ago, and I'm still not back, says Joe. Yeah, but you're not Harry Maguire, Joe. With all, you know, I know it gets said to you a lot, Joe, but you're not Harry Maguire. And Harry Maguire is you know, he doesn't get injured very often. He's probably got his ankle in an oxygen tank, and he'll be doing everything he can to get fit. It'll be like Beckham's metatarsal, you know, where the nation was rubbing it on the front of the paper. Hopefully Ahmad is a great game and puts Ali off going for Sancho. We don't need him. Great opportunity for Ahmad. I personally think the plan for Ahmad is to send him on loan next year, and we will go for Sancho. But what an opportunity it is for him. Thank you. You're right. Athletes are built. There is a reason why they are professional, says Randy. And stretch bridge. Yeah, we do need a bit of a stretch, actually, don't we? We do need a bit of a stretch. Give it to Eric Cavani. Crash him the ball and look him go. There goes. Give it to Eric Cavani. Pass him the ball and let him score the goals. Mark, what do you think about Ollie playing Henderson in the league last few games because we are safe, and then De Gea in Europa because De Gea guarantees it? No, I think people are trying to create a situation here that, you know, maybe Ollie does want De Gea as his number one. I would listen to the rumours. I think that we're going to go with Henderson as number one next season. Maguire injury could be blessing in disguise. We get to see better centre-back pairing. Lindelof and Bailly are better, in my opinion. Maguire is a liability, says Noah. I disagree with you on that, mate. I do disagree with you on that one. I actually don't think that that is the case. Opinions on the team, mate, says Alvin. I'm excited about it. I think everybody's excited about it. I think it's a free hit. It's definitely a free hit. Are you hydrated today, Mark? Says Harry, I am. I think it's a free hit for this United side. We've got second place sorted. We've got Champions League football sorted. We've got a game on Thursday. We played on Sunday. We can't pick our strongest team. And there's a lot of people playing tonight who, and also the best thing about it is that we're playing a Leicester side that really is desperate to win. So I'm very happy with that. Lindelof gets to play on the left, says Marky. Well, Lindelof's not playing tonight. Do you think Elanga will score? I don't know. I don't know. I think, as I said a few times, there's a bit of there's a pressure on Leicester here, isn't there? Hi, Mark. Do you think Neville was right to give Cavani signing of the season? Says Alex Davies. No. I think Gary Neville's team of the year is a little bit biased. You can't blame him for that because he's a United fan. But I saw his team of the year had Harry Maguire in it. It had Rashford in it, Bruno in it, and I think and Luke Shaw in it. I think Luke Shaw and Bruno should be in a team of the year. But I did mine on That's Football today. I don't think that, and I don't think Cavani's signing of the season either. He's free. He's not. He's a free transfer, and he was a desperation signing by the club. I think Cavani's a legend. I think United got lucky. My signing of the year would probably be, I think Martinez has been very good, actually. Yeah, Martinez at Villa would probably be mine. Also, elongated is Swedish. Mamma mia. Here we go again. My Anthony Elanga. Okay. Hi, Mark. Do you think Neville? We have done that one. And Sky or BBC, says Yazza Said. It's on BT, mate. Honestly, I think we will win this game, says Ronald. No one knows the movement of Ahmed and Elanga. Setting up your defence against players you don't know is difficult, says Ronald. I think I might have read that one before, but thank you very much. And cookies and cream ice cream is overrated, says Timothy Ware. I don't know whether have we got Flex on the screen yet, because I'm not even looking. So can anybody see him? I'll just keep talking until we do. I don't think we do yet. Give it to Eric Cavani. Yeah, he is on the screen. Yeah, can you hear me? Good. We've had problems tonight, so we're not running the normal way. So I hear Flex, I don't see him. Hear no evil, see no evil. So how you doing, and what are your thoughts on the team?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's one of them where, look, at the end of the day, there is a hell of a lot going on with this game in terms of how many changes had to make. You know, it's almost like a free hit. We done really well to make sure we beat Aston Villa, which is obviously a great thing to put us in a decent position for this game. And I think Solskjaer's done it perfectly right. You know, everyone's saying they can't hear me. Can they hear me?
Yeah, they can now. Yeah, I think you were okay at the start. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we've done a great job of getting past Aston Villa to put us in this position. And even if it was Liverpool today and Leicester on Thursday, like I've said before, he'd have to rest players against Liverpool because the game was just too quick. This is a free hit. we can't moan about the performance. We can't even really moan about the result if we lose today. I'm just going to be positive. I just think it's going to be a 2-1 win to United. I think we will concede. I mean, there's a lot going on there.
We're definitely losing then. If you're being positive, we're definitely losing.
I know.
When you go negative, we win.
True. That is true. That is very true. Maybe I'm just too gassed because we've got top 4 sorted, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's just get everyone's, But you were playing, Anthony Elanga, bless him. He's not played for us in the first team at all. I think he travelled when we went to Kazakhstan. I remember going to the open training session, and I think he was there with a lot of other youngsters. Ahmad, we know that. Matt hasn't had a game in God knows, how long. The 2 fullbacks in Tellez and Williams look really rusty. But if you think about it, though, Donny, Mata, and Matic, they can play ball. They can play ball. They might surprise us today. But it is still a big ask. You've got 2 really young, inexperienced players on the wings. But we just have to enjoy it today. I actually just want to enjoy it. I want to see them have a good go. If we lose, we lose. You can't blame the team if they lose. But I still think we've got enough there, even to bring a couple off the bench maybe for 15 minutes to help out if you need. That's not too bad. We'll definitely see changes. But just enjoy it, man. How exciting is it to see this kind of type of team? Complete new 11, apart from Greenwood, pretty much. It's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I just hope we don't get battered, but I'm looking forward to it. I think they'll be fine. Kind of.
Well, at the end of the day, whether we get battered or not, there's a ready-made excuse, and that's the Premier League's incompetence in putting us into a game where you can. I just totally disagree that you play a 38-game season all season, and then for one of your games, you're basically being told you can't put your best team out. That takes away the integrity of the league. But as you said, fortunately, because we've got second place nailed down, because we're going to get Champions League football or we have it, and because we're not really going to win the league anyway, it's actually a position where instead of being angry, you're like, well, actually, we're going to see Diallo start. We're going to see Williams start. Donny's going to be in the midfield. It is wrong. And I was just laughing there. I've just got to say, Craig from Anfield Agenda. Oh, sit down. Oh, sit down. Oh, he's just sent me a message saying that team's an absolute joke. Liverpool fan.
Yeah, he should be worried, mate, because that means we're coming for him.
Well, I've just replied laughing because I'm like, they have been screwed over, and I do sympathise with Liverpool. I never normally do. You're a victim of circumstance. This is not United. Them saying that team's a joke. What are we supposed to do? We played Sunday. We're playing you on Thursday. Leicester's the game in the middle. Unlucky that you're not the game in the middle, because if we had Leicester 100%. On Thursday, this would be a weakened team as well. It's nothing to do with doing Liverpool over. It's because the Premier League did us over.
100%. And look, if it was them rolling out their second string, who would that be? Origi and flipping Shaqiri and players like that.
At least Daz has got Phillips. A chance.
You know what I'm saying? Piss off. For that, I even hope we batter them even more on Thursday. But
if they don't get Champions League football, they probably won't get Sancho, will they?
Yeah, but exactly. That's another reason. And Ollie, like you said, you've got to look in the camp as well. Ollie has played this perfectly right. When I was talking to Ricky in his last fan camp, he was basically saying he thinks Ollie can only make about 4. He wants us to go really strong, keep the pressure up because we need to be ready. I know that we're not going to win the league, but imagine if City slip up and we just only make a few changes. And I was like, yeah, I get what you're saying, Rick, but he can't, man.
He thinks Dan James is going to get Ballon d'Or, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. And I was just like,
tell you what, Flex, if Dan James comes back for the last game, I'm telling you now. No, listen up, Flex. I'm telling you now. If Dan James comes on in the final for 10 minutes against the Europa League and scores a tap-in, he's Ballon d'Or. You're not bloody listening to me, Flex. He's Ballon d'Or.
Is that little Seb in the background?
I love it when he gets mad.
Yeah, exactly. That is what it is, because he's not passing it. He's not passing it good enough. I'm like, mate, Greenwood's been unbelievable. He's growing, but big up Rick, man.
I can't believe he doesn't rate Greenwood.
He doesn't. He just doesn't.
The Bruno thing, I never really understood, but then he doesn't rate Bruno and Greenwood, but he loves Dan James and Juan Mata. And I love Juan Mata, but not anymore. Yazza says Flex is being optimistic. It's a bad sign. Please, can you say you can't see us winning this game? I beg. If we lose this game, everyone, it's on Flex. The great thing is, Flex, if we lose this game, no one's going to give a shit, because you know what? This is a bit like, there's a great analogy out there, I'm sure, but if we lose 3-0, I'm not going to be there going, bloody Bailly, you're rubbish. What are we going? I'm not just not going to do it. I don't, because there is, those players are strangers. You can train all you like, but they're strangers. They're playing against the Leicester team that's played 40 games together. It's not 100%. Easy to. I think individually.
That's why it's a free hit.
Yeah, individually we've got good players, but
yeah, individually they are still good players. Someone outside of Man United would say, "Well, what do you mean? You got Van der Beek, you got Mata, you got Greenwood. Matic is a good defensive midfielder, and then obviously on the wing you've got a youngster who I don't even think he's made a first team appearance, definitely not this year, and Ahmad, who's only played a couple of times. You've got Eric Bailly, he's this, he's that. You've got David De Gea in goal. What are you moaning about?" But we know as Man United fans what this team is and what it represents, and how difficult it is going to be for this team to play well. If that team plays well and starts zipping passes about, creating loads of chances, great. But also, if it's on the back foot a lot against a well-drilled Leicester side with, what have they got Tielemans starting and Didi, Iheanacho, Vardy? Have they got that Castagna, Fofana in there? I don't know their team, but I know you said Maddison was on the bench. Then if that happens, then as Man United fans, we're going to say, yeah, man, it was tough for the lads. You know what I mean? We had to make 10 changes. We've made 10. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I have seen Elanga in the youth setup before. I've seen him. He looks. It's always difficult to judge, isn't it? Like we saw Chong rip it up at youth level. We saw obviously what Hannibal Mejbry's doing when they're playing a little bit out of their age group where they're too good for the under 23s. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're ready for men's football to absolutely rip it up. But he looks quick. He's direct, cuts in off the left-hand side. He's bright. We know about Ahmad, but they're still young kids, But that front three, let's just take a moment to say, you know what? Look how young and promising that front three is. Let's just support them. Let's just support them,
No, I agree. And I think just to clarify, I said it about half an hour ago as well. The reason this is a hard game is not because individually those players aren't better than some of Leicester's players, because they probably are. The reason it's a difficult game is because we're playing a Leicester side that could be in the Champions League next year. They're hungrier. We're not hungry because, we're putting out our reserves and also we've already got second place. But the big reason it's difficult is because these lads of Leicester, they've played Man City, they've played Liverpool week in, week out. They know each other. This 11 we're putting out, they don't know each other. They don't play together, not in a competitive sense. Yeah. And also, you've got two very young lads in the wing and a very young lad up front.
Yeah.
You've got Matic, who's probably passed it in the midfield. Mata's probably passed it in the midfield. And then you've got a back four that doesn't know each other. So this is why it's such a difficult game.
Big up Ollie, though.
You put it like that. It's a very
big up Ollie, because, look, Iheanacho in great form. Is a risk to, he's obviously a good player, but I was saying that when Ollie was going to make these changes, I was like, he'll make a lot, but I don't think he'll bring in like Mejbry or someone like that, or Ethan Laird or whatever. Well, Ethan Laird's on loan, but do you know what I mean? I didn't feel like he was going to bring the real youngsters in. And to be fair to him, he's gone with it from the off. I thought he might have to put like Donny on the left, Mata in the 10, and Ahmad on the right, something like that, and then have to play Greenwood. But he's actually gone with Elanga as well to really give that midfielder rest out of Matic, out of McTominay, Fred, and Pogba, and definitely Bruno. So fair play to him. I know it looks like, he should do flex. My God, if he's getting that wrong, we'll be going mad. And I would agree, but at least he still has done it, and I do rate him for that.
Interestingly enough, we've just obviously there's another protest on Thursday, but either the police and Man United didn't get the memo, or they're flexing their muscles ahead of Thursday.
No pun intended. They are flexing.
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. It's sort of like, don't try it on Thursday because
and it's a chance for them to kind of just try it out a bit. Everyone be in place, have a little dress rehearsal.
Yeah, I think it is, and it sets it up interestingly for Thursday. I mean, I've honestly got no idea what's coming on Thursday because this whole unity thing that we were talking about 2 weeks ago just seems to have disappeared into secret clubs and everything like that. So we'll see what happens on Thursday. I've got no idea. If you're going down there 6 o'clock on Thursday, there is a protest at Old Trafford. But whether there's anything more than that, we'll have to just wait and see. But certainly there's a lot going on at Old Trafford. They've built barriers. There's loads of players, loads of police there. Obviously on Thursday night, we're playing Liverpool. Let's see what happens with that one. But it would be odd, wouldn't it, if we put this team out tonight and then it gets cancelled on Thursday again? You know?
Don't. Well, at least it'll be by the end of the season before, or there's less games for them to squeeze it into. So it'll probably have to come at the end of the season where we're not doing anything. But I did say in a couple of videos that we've been doing that, like, this is on the club now to make sure that game goes ahead. I know that might be naive of me to kind of just think of, take the fan side because we're fans, but they've had ample time, like we've just seen, to put things in place. Change the routine of the team if you want. Make them not stay at the Lowry. I've said make them all drive to Carrington in their cars and get the bus from there. Put a curveball in. Make them drive to the Trafford Centre, get picked up from there. No one would expect it. You know what I mean? Something. This game should be going on Thursday. I think they will.
I'm opposite to you. If it gets cancelled again, I couldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I think that I don't want people. I agree with Ollie. I don't want people breaking into the ground.
No, that's what I mean.
I don't want that. Yeah. But if the bus can't get to the ground because there's a protest, then that's something very different. And this is where people get lost. People think that the game got cancelled because fans got on the pitch. It did, but it was going to get cancelled anyway because they couldn't get out the Lowry.
Couldn't leave. So we decide when you play.
Yeah, so I think, I think the game will go ahead on Thursday, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I'm saying the fans should still do what they're going to do. We should still... I'm not saying don't protest. I'm just saying the club should be so well prepared that they've outfought the fans with the resources and the money that they have as Manchester United Football Club.
They're spending a lot more money on that, on Old Trafford's defence than they've ever spent on Ollie's.
There you go. Exactly.
Although they did spend a lot on Wan-Bissaka and Maguire, to be fair. They like to spend a lot of money on the defence, don't they, there? Saying they don't spend it on the midfield.
Exactly.
Just a very, very quick thought. Some people are saying that Liverpool fans are not happy. Jog on. I'm really,
what? Because we're putting a weakened team out and putting a strong team for them?
Yeah, just don't be so arrogant. Like, it's not about you. I know it impacts on you, and I get your frustration, but this is not a purposeful, let's go and upset Liverpool. We played on Thursday. We played on Sunday. One was a Europa League final. On Sunday was the 3 points to get us Champions League football. It's just unfortunate that the Premier League have made us do what this. We cannot put out a team tonight that is strong, but we will on Thursday. And
then on top of that, to say it's not about you, they were just unlucky that they were playing against us on that Sunday, which was our first home game since the ESL stuff. Because we don't have a relationship with our owners like what they got with theirs. They're just put up a couple banners, don't do it again, FSG. Apology accepted. We're still happy with the Champions League we just got last season. Premier League we just got last season. We're still happy with the Champions League we got the year before that. We've got a lot of things to be happy about you guys owning our club. Just don't do that again. Ours is different. Right. So whether it's the protest, they should be more understanding about that. Whether it's the fact that they were the first game on the Sunday, whether it's the fact that we've got loads of games in between, it's not, like you said, it's not about them.
Exactly, I agree with you on that one. But yeah, you know what? I do have two thoughts on this. I'm very excited about the game. I think it's a free hit.
It is a free hit. Yeah,
it's a very good Leicester side they're up for this.
Yeah.
If you said to a Leicester fan, do you want the FA Cup on Sunday or do you want Champions League? Most of them are going to probably go. Well, they don't win anything. They might.
They might go for Cup. Yeah.
But this is massive for them, and it's embarrassing for them if they don't win.
Very, very true. If we, it's a weird one because if we shout about it too much by beating them with our, is this even a second string? Yes, I may even argue it's third. We've got someone starting who never even gets on the bench. Elanga and Williams.
Would start, wouldn't he?
Dan James would have started, to be fair, and if Martial was fit and hadn't been been playing, he might have got. So you got to take it with a pinch of salt. But still, if you look at this team that's there, Tuanzebe never gets a game, barely gets on the bench, not even guaranteed on the bench all the time. Williams never even on the bench. Elanga never even on the bench. Matic is hardly on the bench. Mata's hardly on the bench, or if he is on the bench, never gets on. So if we do beat them, exactly, it's a bit more embarrassing for them. Although they still will say in their defence, "Well, mate, you're Man United, mate. Look at the players you got there. You spent 40 million on that, Ahmad. It's a 40 million pound player. You bought Mata for, what did we buy him for? 40 million as well. You spent 40 million on Matic. Spent 40 million on Van der Beek. When you start going down that route, you spent 30 million on Eric Bailly. 25, 30 million on Telles. So your team probably amounts to what ours cost. So when you look at it like that, they've probably got a bit of a case. But what we all do know is that team don't play, and that's not our best team. So,
I think the important thing for me as well is that we're not realising is that the integrity of the Premier League is a disgrace. I think that to talk about having the best league in the world, which it is, and then undermine it by saying you've got to play 3 games in 5 days. Oh, but it's all right because you've already got top 4.
Yeah.
Well, what if we didn't have top 4?
Yeah.
What if we were fighting for a league title? What if we're fighting for 4th? You've totally and utterly underestimated what your league's all about. It's only, but which brings me to the positive. The only reason this game is a relaxer for us, and we're not sat here going, "Oh bloody hell, we're giving up 3 points because of the Premier League," is because we've put ourselves into a position, or Ollie's put herself into a position, where we've actually nailed down 2nd place with 3 games to go. So much that we can afford to basically throw a game, and Liverpool haven't. What is it? Show me then. Yeah, Flex, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
You can grow it.
Thanks. I've just been given an apple seed to grow. I'll drop that in my water. Thank you.
You better go. Yeah, get planting, man. Get planting.
Yeah, but that's the thing, isn't it? Ultimately, Liverpool moaning about teams and everything like that. Well, again, I would just say, well, look, we're in a position where we're comfortable because of the way that we've played.
Who's doing that? Is that loads of Liverpool fans online? You seen it? Is it?
Yeah. I mean, look, I've got to be fair to Liverpool fans. I would be fuming, but I wouldn't be fuming with United.
Yeah, it'd be fuming in the Premier League.
Yeah, because the Premier League have done this. Like, I never expected us to be playing 3 games in 5 days, and Liverpool fans will be angry with United because obviously United and Liverpool don't get on. But actually, it's not down to us. It's down to the bloody Premier League. Ollie wouldn't have put a weakened team out tonight if we were playing Liverpool on Friday, or if we were playing this Leicester game next week sometime, because we don't play Fulham until we play Liverpool Thursday, and then we're off till
that's
Tuesday,
what's mad.
And then we're not playing again until Sunday.
Yeah. Why not just put it in between that? I don't get it. Why not just do that? That it means they wanted to F us. That's what it is, to say you got the game called off, F you. But they're like, Liverpool fans should count themselves lucky that Ollie didn't just put the under-23s out, like the actual under-23s.
Must admit, you know what? I keep forgetting this is at Old Trafford as well. I keep thinking we're playing at Leicester. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, you're going to go with 2-1 to United.
Yeah, I did go with that. Now seeing the team, it's a bit mad. Yeah, I don't really believe it with my heart, with my chest, should I say?
No, I think if you're right, spot on. But if they do win, I'm going to give them a massive shout out because I think it's a huge ask. It's not just 11 players against 11 players. It's also unity, rhythm, match sharpness. Yeah, 2 youngsters. I think it's
exciting though. It's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. I hope we do win it. Yeah.
Deep down, if you ask me, Flex, what do you really think? Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I just feel happy that we're seeing the young players there. We've seen a whole different team. We've changed the formation as well. 4-3-3. It's how we've got it there. We'll see how we line up. But
really though, I still think it will be Matic. Although Matic can hold a midfield, but if he can hold a midfield on his own, why have we not doing that? I don't think Matic can hold a midfield, because if he could hold a midfield against Leicester, why has he not held the midfield
alongside
Leeds and everybody else?
So then maybe it'll be Donny and Matic then.
I hope Donny plays in the midfield too, because if Donny plays, if Donny has a man of the match,
he has to play in the midfield.
He has a man of the match, or Diallo has a man of the match. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, because Elanga has to play left wing. That's his position. Ahmad's position is right wing. The front 3, and Greenwood's obviously up front. The front 3, that's their position. So them 3 that we've got there, that we've even got it as 2 8s and 1 6, whichever makeup it is, it is that they are in midfield. Whether it's Donny and Matic in a pivot and Mata in a 10, it's definitely not going to be Mata next to Matic. Mata playing as a deeper, that's not Mata's game. He will play a 10, or he'll play as literally a number 8. Alongside Donny with 2 of them. So that is the more logical thing, what we've got on the screen there, 2 8s. Or we might just say it's just a flat front 3. Just go work. Just be a midfield. Just fill in. He might literally be saying, guys, I'm not expecting miracles. Just do me a job. You 2 are good professionals. You 3 are good professionals, especially you, Mata and Matic. You're very experienced players. You know how to keep the ball. You know how to play simple passes and play it in the right way. So we'll see.
Cool. Okay. Well, we're ready to kick off. I think.
Let's go.
Flex has gone with a 2-1 win. I'm going to go with a 2-0 loss. But ultimately, for me, the win might be in the individual performances tonight.
Yeah.
It might be on how the team actually performs. Yeah. So let's see how it goes.
It's exciting. Let's go.
All right, mate. Well, I'll speak to you at half time.
See you at half time.
Catch you in a bit, pal. Right, we're very close to kicking off now. Let me come back to the live chat. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to hopefully see. Well, we're about to kick off now. I'm really looking forward to seeing hopefully a good performance from people like Van der Beek, Twan Sebi, Brandon Williams. I want them all to play well. You know, Matic and Mata doesn't really matter because they've got no future. Pardon the pun, they've got no future. But certainly the rest of them, I hope they can put in a good performance. But I think it's going to be tough. I think what my prediction is that it's going to be very tough because Leicester's fluidity of playing together, and we've just kicked off there, is going to be key in this match. Be interesting player ratings, says Rob Davies. It will be very interesting player ratings. I'd forgotten about that one. Good call. Good call. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner, and smash a like on the video. You're very, very welcome. We're live every night at 8 o'clock, every morning at 10 a.m. So get involved with the chat. Very, very welcome. It's going to be very interesting, this game. How will Leicester adapt to this? Simon says he's very excited. Simon says he's excited. I'm excited because Simon says I'm excited. No, bad joke. Anthony Alanga is the 14th player from the academy to be handed their debut by Ollie, says Paul Not Nice. And honestly, I think we would win this game. So I've done that one. Are we forgetting Liverpool put out their under-23s and even Klopp didn't go for a few years due to fixture congestion, says Ryan. Rotherham United played 4 games in 9 days because of COVID, but that's from the EFL. Says John Pete. And this stems from the greed of the proposed Super League and the subsequent protests. Can see why Liverpool fans would be frustrated, though. I totally understand why that is from them. I don't know why there's an echo. I'm not running the stream, so I've got no idea why there's an echo. I don't know why there'd be an echo when there wasn't an echo before. But I'm not controlling the stream, so it's not. It will get sorted in a minute. Hello, it's good to be back. Be good to be back. Hello. Hello, it's good to be back. Be good to be back. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm working. You can't touch that camera. Right, I think we know the fix. It's all right. It's my fault. I know what I've done. I don't know what it is that makes me feel alive. I don't know what It's all fine now. It's all fine now. It's because I went into Discord. Let me just close that. There we go. We're all right. We're all right now. Anyway, 3 minutes gone. Fixed bridge. We've had loads of problems today. The fact that you've got a stream is a testament to the great work of Drawty. So he deserves man of the match, really, because we've had massive problems today. But let's see how this goes. Let's sit back and enjoy the game. I'm up for this one now. Proper up for it. Let's see how the team gets on. Donny playing in the pivot. I thought he couldn't play there. Oh, look. Donny in the pivot. Oh, where's the Donny cultist now? This is where I see Donny van der Beek's future at Manchester United. This is where he can become a proper player for Manchester United, in the pivot. Look at him moving. I think in the pivot, he becomes more of a leader. Diallo, Alanga and Greenwood as the front three. Who plays centre-back with Lindelof against Liverpool is a great question, Nicholas O'Halloran. I haven't got a bloody clue. Thanks for the super chats. Keep them coming in. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. But interested to see how United do here tonight. I'd be so... Look, Liverpool fans, I know you're pissed off, but it's not our fault. It's the Premier League that have forced us to do this. But trust me, I'll bloody love it if we beat Leicester. I don't want us to throw the game against Leicester. I want us to win. Although that's a bad ball by Twansebi into Vardy. And Matic is across. And win as it goes for a corner. These lads will be... corner to Leicester City. I'm telling you now, Fleck. Albrighton's going to take this cross. Are we going to be good at corners? Yes. Good header. I think that was Matic. He's gone down. He's man down. He's not moving. De Gea, run. Oh, it's Tellez. He's banged his head. He's all right. He's moving now. We don't want any injuries, of course. Oh, that's going to hurt. Heads it away and then whacks the rest of his head into the head of Ndidi. Oh, who's another player to keep an eye on tonight, Ndidi. We do like Ndidi. He's hurt. Luke Shaw's up. We don't want to be using Luke Shaw tonight. We definitely don't want to use Luke Shaw. Strong bench, but we need all this lot for the... There's Harry Maguire up with his ankle in the cast. Is he all right? He won't want to go off. Could be one of them bloody concussion things. Timer's wrong. It's a bit off, apparently. Again, I'm not doing the timer, so I don't know. So telling me about it, no point. Is it fast or slow? Mark, would today the club that gave you Bruno and Ronaldo might become champion? How do you feel? Says the sperm that won the race. It's talking about Sporting Lisbon. 10 seconds fast. Yeah, okay, I'll get it sorted. There you go. Thanks, everyone. We're working through things together. Teamwork makes the dream work. Anyway, we've had nearly 10 minutes so far, and it's been a good start by United. The pressure's on Leicester. I bet Ollie said to them, keep it tight. Good tackle there by Ndidi. See, Ndidi is a good player, isn't he? We know this. Watch the cross coming in. De Gea. Ooh, Bailly. I don't know what went wrong there, but Vardy was nearly in. Half a chance for Vardy. Good interception by Ndidi. Gets it wide. I think it's Albrighton who puts the cross in. And it's Bay's fault, that is. Look at Bay's positioning sense there. It's crap. Oh, we don't need Bay to go crap. He was crap against Roma. That's a terrible ball by Brandon. Good into Matic. I tell you what, he's had a good start. Matic. He's had a great start here. Just got to try and get hold of the ball a bit here. I was giving a foul on Donny there. Don't want Leicester to start dominating the possession. Keep the pressure on Leicester. It's raining a little bit as well. Protest is on Thursday, Akish. So, yeah. Joe says he'd take a draw all day. I'd be happy with a draw, but, you know, we're only 8 minutes in. I don't want to be starting to settle for things like that just yet. Nice little ball in. Eric Bays across. Better bench than City today, says Kathy. Wow. Is it a better bench than City, though? I mean, we've got an amazing bench because all our first teamers are on it. And still, you could argue that Chelsea and City's bench is as strong, which shows you how big your squad needs to be these days. Williams is struggling, says Whiteout. I don't want to see any of that tonight because he's going to struggle. He's hardly kicked a ball in the first team all season. I think people maybe having a bad performance tonight is not really a huge issue, is it? What's wrong with you, mate? Come here. Sit and watch the football with me if you want. Cross is in. Oh, it's a lovely finish. That's an unstoppable goal by Leicester. Castagnet has scored. No, it's not. It's Thomas. What a finish. Not a lot you can do there. People were talking about Williams being rusty. And United are down already. Unstoppable. There's no save. There's no saving that. We look rusty, no surprise. Rusty at the back. If the split is open very, very quickly. And where's the marking again? Oh my God, that finish is unbelievable. Look at where he hits. Oh my life. Look at this. You'd need 3 keepers. Look at that. Oh, the dip. It's an unbelievable goal. Pick that out. Pick that out indeed. It was just if you thought Traore's shot against Villa for Villa the other day was unstoppable, this is unbelievable. Well, it's 1-0 and Leicester are 1-0 up. I'm sorry. I told you Flex being positive was a bad thing. And exactly what I said would be the problem is the problem. The problem is that this is a Leicester team that's played 40, 50 games this season together. The triangles, the fluidity, the ability to know where everybody is, the match fitness. They're absolutely spot on. And this United side, they don't have that. They're playing on vibes, really, aren't they? They're playing on the fact that they haven't played together. They're not match sharp. And we've sort of seen that already. I mean, look, great tackle, Donny. Go on, Donny. He's got to keep working, Donny. That's it. Oh, shut up, ref. Shut up, ref. Play on. I don't know where the defence was. I'd have to look at that again. Brandon Williams has been pulled in. It looks like we've only got one centre-back. I don't know where the other centre-back was. Defensively all over the place. But I did say that. I mean, look, tonight's not about missing Harry Maguire, but we are going to miss Harry Maguire if we're not careful. But look, coming from behind can be quite a good thing. Let's see if it happens. I'm not going to go in on players massively tonight because a lot of them just haven't played this season. They're going to be rusty. I almost feel I could play on the midfield, Oliver, because, these lads are rusty. They're not used to playing with each other. And also, let's not forget that if you are Amad Diallo or you're Alanga, you don't mind playing for United's first team, but you want to be surrounded by Bruno and Cavani and Pogba and, Shaw and Maguire. You want to be playing with the leaders. And they're playing out there with, look, let's be honest. Juan Mata, Nemanja Matic. I know Ricky loves them, but when was the last time they played, let alone played well? Somebody actually just tried to blame De Gea. Yeah, mate. I don't know what goalkeeping school you went to, but he ain't bloody Neil Armstrong. He can't bloody fly into the top corner. It was the finish is brilliant. I don't care who you are. No goalkeeper's saving that, and no defence is stopping it. But unsavable, says Baron. Let's keep our heads. Let's keep our heads. Chucking it down with rain. Mark, we have devastating pace up front. We need to utilise it, says Cal Eves. We need to get on the ball first. We're trying to play our passing game. We just can't get on the ball. Oh, my God. Eric Bailly again. What's happened to Bailly these days? He was crap against Roma. He started off crappier. Passing's awful. I haven't seen all the crap about Henderson on the BBC website. Mark, which do you think is heavier, Harry Maguire's forehead or Brandon Williams' first touch? Says Tom Oakley. Hey, come on, these lads haven't been, all right. Bay's played a bit of football, but Brandon Williams has hardly played. Oh, that finish! It's so good. They've shown it back, so it's so good. Such a good finish. Big questions and marks about the defence, but it's a great finish. Diallo's in. He's done well. Lays it into Greenwood. Heavy first touch. Greenwood! Yes! Get in! 1-1. Mason Greenwood. Generational talent. Amad Diallo with the assist. Look who's laughing now. Look who's laughing now. 1-1. Manchester United. Greenwood. Generational talent. Liverpool fans celebrate. We're in it. We're back in it. He's done it again. I'm telling you, this lad's not a winger. He's a number 9. He's not a winger. Lovely ball by Mata to get Amad in. Amad battles the fullback. The fullback falls over. Amad, lovely little ball into Greenwood, skips past Sionku, and it's one of those low finishes again. Oh, it's like the finish against Villa at the weekend. You think the keeper's going to save it, but it's so accurate and so low. They're so hard to stop, those sorts of shots. He doesn't put loads of power into his shots sometimes, Mason, but he's just got this amazing ability to find the accuracy. Ollie's there going, yes. 1-1 Manchester United. Generational talent. How many goals is he going to get as a number 9? He is. Generational talent. We're playing the generation game. Lovely. 1-1. Game on. Look who's crying now. Oh, we're going to get battered. Oh, Jeppy. We're not going to get battered. It's 1-1. Oh, I'll tell you what. Who needs Haaland? We don't need Haaland. We don't need Harry Kane. We've got Mason Greenwood. Cavani for another year. I tell you what it reminds me of. Mason Greenwood and Cavani. It reminds me of Yoda and Luke Skywalker. And the Dagobah system is Old Trafford. One more year to complete your training and you'll be the ultimate number 9. Cavani's Yoda and Greenwood is Luke Skywalker. And he's just going to complete his training over the next year. I mean, look at the difference between Greenwood a year ago and now. Physically, he's adapting more and more. He's not a winger. He's a number 9. He's too big to be a winger. He's a number 9. And he's loving it. He's loving it out there with Diallo and Elanga because it's like, I'm the leader. I'm the man. Absolutely loving it. Pressure back on Leicester now. I think we're in for a banger tonight, everybody. Make sure you smash a like. Subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Haters in the mud. Haters in the Greenwood mud. They're in the mud from Greenwood. But United knocking it around quite confidently now. Oh, go on, Elanga, down the left-hand side. What's in the middle? Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Where should Tielemans go next? Would you take him at United? Says Toon Boone. I would have took him, yeah. Does Greenwood have a song? Says Joshua Bowerwater. Does everybody need a song? Honestly, I think we would win the game. No one knows the movements of Amit. I've done that one from Ronald and Jacob. Thank you very much for that, Ronald Jacob. So, it's another assist for Diallo. It might be his first assist in the Premier League as well. A lot quicker with Donny in the pivot. Well, this is the opportunity, Sam. If these players play well tonight, then effectively they put themselves into the position where they can, they're playing against a good Leicester side. You score a goal against Leicester, you have a good performance against Leicester. This is one of the top 4 clubs in England over the last, well, they're certainly a top 6 club, aren't they? They were top 6 last year. They're going to be top 6 this year. So it's a big, big, big chance for these players that if they play well, they're playing well against a good side. Can Mason get a hat trick? Well, let's wait and see. 1 shot, 1 goal. Give it to Eddie. Would you take a draw? No, I mean, let's play the game. None of this let's take a draw crap. I want to see a game of football for 90 minutes against a good Leicester side with these lads. I just want to enjoy it. I want Sancho as much as the next guy, but Mark and Ahmed just excites me. If Ollie would trust in him, but I don't want to see him fall on if we did, says Braden. Goldbridge, what's your go-to pint? Says Charlie Burton. Lager. Lager. I do feel like a lager, but it's only Tuesday. It feels like a Thursday for some reason. Not a busy day. But Ahmed's pressing and hold-up play has been incredible, says Maz. Tillemans now. Oh, good interception by Matic. Oh, Greenwood with the layoff. Mata wants the foul and wins the foul. Generational talent. If you know that, if you know, I know the camera's bad today. If you don't know the full story, you're not a real United Stand community member. So jog on. I'm not going to keep repeating it. Everybody knows that we've had problems today, and actually getting the stream up is down to Drawty. So, you know, stop moaning about something everybody has known about for over an hour and enjoy the game of football. And if you don't enjoy it, fuck off. Matic has actually played well. He has played well. Mark, if this team beats Leicester, be asking questions of the players that lost to them in the FA Cup, says Mark. That's a very good point by Mark Dobby, actually. That is a very good point. Remember, we lost to Leicester, pretty much this sort of team, and they did beat us convincingly in an FA Cup quarter-final. This is more of an important game for Leicester. So if we can get a result here, it'd be massive, wouldn't it? Very important to come back from being 1-0 down early on as well. Instead of Will Grigg on fire, seeing Greenwood on fire, says Jack Brown. Yeah, I do like that quite. I do quite like that song. Greenwood's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Greenwood's on fire. Na 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 na. Here's Tellez into Greenwood. Oh, just behind Tellez, but he's won it back to Alanga. Comes to Bruno, to Mata, to Donny. Oh, he went for the pass through. He's lost it there. I think Ollie handled Greenwood brilliantly earlier in the season when things weren't going well for him, reaping the rewards now, says Kieran Byrne. He did manage him brilliantly because Bay's not really got the pace of Vardy here. Oh, I tell you what, Bay looks miles off the pace again. He really doesn't look right, does he, Eric Bailly? "23 minutes gone. I think we've settled into the game better, which is good. How is that some of these players don't get game time, says Kachino. And Mark, I'm so badly hoping for a win today. Might actually get Ollie to trust his squad a little more, says Lee Worsley. Let's remember that Bay has just come back from COVID. Remember Pogba's start of the season, says Queen in the North. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. I think the last two games, Bay's looked really nowhere near as quick as he usually should. And Darryl makes a good point there. He looked absolutely gassed by Vardy there, but maybe it is an issue with COVID. I don't know whether Bay was actually ill with COVID or whether he just had he tested positive for it. But into the Blue Moon anthem, Greenwood, I saw you standing alone without a team in your heart, without a place to call home, says my guy Singh. It's also Ramadan. United moving it around nicely here. Bit of confidence. Leicester are going to have to go up the gears. They're the team that needs to win. For us, it's about what we did, really. The goal came from hitting them on the break, and that's what we need to do. Hit them on the break. Moving the ball around really well at the moment, United. Here's Mata into Donny. Nicely slipped into Alanga there, and he loses it. Do I think Leicester will get top 4? They've got United, Chelsea, and who have they got? United, Chelsea, and Spurs as their last 3. If they don't win today, they might not win another game this season. So, this game shows how bad we need the next Matic, says Roy. Next season we will be back, says Zamiasi, talking about Arsenal. Thanks for all the super chats. Get your questions in if you want. You're absolutely welcome. This game shows that, I think that one of the big problems we've had this season at United is that Matic hasn't been the player he was a year ago. And because of that, we've not been able to play one holding midfielder. If you look tonight, Matic is just literally playing as the holder, and Donny is having a little bit more of a chance to go forward, which is what you want the United team to do. I mean, Matic is basically dropping into the back 2 centre-backs, and the full-backs are going forward. And Mata and Van der Beek are interchanging. It really actually is not a 4-2-3-1. It's more of a, it's adaptive when we've got the ball, but it's more of a sort of 3-4-3. So, we could never do that with Matic or with McTominay or Fred. But Matic can't do it week in, week out anymore. Matic so far cleaning everything up and dictating the place as Luke Davies. Yeah, the problem with Matic is, as I said there, he just can't do it week in, week out anymore. It's an age issue, isn't it? But I still think he's our best CDM. Yes. Nice. Oh, there's Tillemans. Be careful. De Gea tips it over for a corner. Yeah, lots of police and lots of barriers at Old Trafford tonight, but no protest. It's on Thursday. So Williams reminds me of a young Shaw, a bit rough around the edges, but clearly has the same potential, says Galactic Sabres. Yeah, I'd love to see Brandon Williams going out on loan. Yeah, that's the team on the screen there. There is no Bruno. It's De Gea, Williams, Twansebi, Bailly, Tellez, Matic, Mata, Van der Beek, Alanga, Greenwood, Diallo. Very, very reserve United side. Welcome to the Members Club, Bernard Glover. Thanks for joining. Corner comes in from Leicester, headed away, front post by Tellez again. He's done that a couple of times now. It is a bit, look, I don't think anyone's going to begrudge the way that we're playing tonight. Lovely play by Diallo, and he still got it, and he keeps going, and he wins a throw. That's good. That's good. Need a stretch. Oscar says, do you think we can win tonight? Flex said 2-1 to United. I said 2-0 to Leicester. So Flex is more likely right to get the right score here. Zane, have some shame. Put your head in the dirt and don't come out until November. Your mid-table matters, says Gabriel Noel. Thanks for finally relegating Big Sam, though. United on the attack here with Mata. Lovely ball into Tellez, into Mata. Some nice interchanging from... look, there's a lot... The way United are playing today, there's a lot of things that they would never be able to do with McTominay and Fred. The way that Mata... and Donny are moving the ball is something that unfortunately Fred and McTominay can't do. But that doesn't mean they're better. It just means the football's better. The boys are doing great, says Wiseacre. But yeah, Brandon Williams needs to go out on loan. 100%. I want to see him going out on loan. Been impressed by Mata, Ahmed and Greenwood, says Fergal Moore. And would you keep Martial, says Gareth? Yes, I would. I would keep him at the club because I think we've seen this season with Rashford's injuries and Cavani's injuries. It's not enough to have Mason, Rashford, and Cavani. We need more than that. Hold on, Brandon. Wins a foul. Imagine Sancho and Ahmed as rotation, says Steve Locke. We need a backup right back, says Nippo. We need to get the ball to Donny more, I think. I think him and Mata look like they're able to really grab hold of this midfield. Hi, Mark. Hope you're well. With so few around, do you think Scholes should be given another go? That makes no mistake, mate, Mike. We've got to compare our second team with City, Chelsea second. Hopefully with a stronger squad, we rotate better, says Ashwari. I agree with you on that one. So nearly half an hour gone, just under half an hour gone. United 1-1 at the moment. And the pressure's on Leicester. Very, very rare in the Premier League game when you're trying to get top four that you're going to get to play against a Manchester United reserve side. You know, Leicester would have looked at these last few games of the season, United, Chelsea and Spurs, and thought, shit, you know, we're going to have to really perform. And they've come to Old Trafford and they're playing United reserves. So, yeah. Yeah, Eric Bay's not at his best. A few people think it might be because of he's had COVID or might be fasting. So he doesn't look his best. But Diallo's been very impressive. Very impressive. Here's Greenwood down the right-hand side. Look at the energy of Brandon Williams. Gives it into Mata. Need to move it quicker there, Mata. You've gone the wrong way. Oh, that's a shame. He went the wrong way. Here's Donny. Matic. Greenwood. I've been very impressed with Diallo. The one thing I would say about Diallo is he looks ready. You know what I mean? Nice play. Well, I tell you what, we're moving the ball around really well. And, you know, I think that's the... Oh, Antoine Sebi passes it straight to Albrighton. But that's something I do want to say is that we can talk about it being United's reserves, and it is United's reserves, but it's not Leicester's reserves. This is Leicester, 4th place. This is Leicester desperate to win to get in the Champions League. This is a good Premier League side. And we're knocking the ball around very, very comfortably with our reserves. So I'm very impressed with everybody. I'm very impressed with everybody because a lot of these lads haven't played a lot of football. So I'm impressed. I'm impressed. They're playing without fear, which is very important. Desperate for centre-half, says Rob Davies. Turn that down a bit, please. Thanks. Give it. We can't give it to Eddie Cavani, but fantastic from United at the moment. I wonder what Gary Barlow thinks. I think it's absolutely incredible, Mark. Absolutely superb. I really do like Diallo. Yeah. It reminds me of a young Robbie Williams. Anyway, Tellez does it at left back. Do you like the decision for Matic as captain today? Maybe it's meant to give him a boost out on the pitch, says Matt. No, I think De Gea should have been captain today. I think that's the only negative from the day for me. I think that De Gea should have been captain. He's been here the longest. He's the most senior pro on that pitch in relation to games played. So I think it should have been De Gea. If you have to choose between James and Diallo on the right, who would you choose? Come on, Varane. It's like choosing between a steak dinner and a slice of lettuce. And I'm not vegetarian, and I'm not a rabbit, so it's definitely Diallo over James. Williams, bit of a bad pass by Williams there. De Gea has to just boot it clear. But this is what happens when people aren't match sharp. From 2010 to 2021, Chelsea had more trophies than Man United. You are so salty that you can't bear the fact that someone is better than you. Why have we got a Chelsea fan doing super chats? What are you talking about? Like, nobody speaks about Chelsea on this channel. You're not a rival. Like, well done. You're doing really well under Tuchel, but you don't get spoken about. What are you coming bringing heat here? A Wild Zubat says Lars is a prat. See, I don't like United doing this. We're literally in our own 6-yard box, but lovely play by Tellez to bring it out of our box. Gets it wide now. Here's sorry, it wasn't Tellez. It was Matic again. I thought it was Tellez because he's everywhere, Matic. Matic has been fantastic so far. Matic with the skills. I thought it was Tellez. It was, and then the ball went to Tellez and was like, how can you pass to yourself? Because it was Matic. Mental to think Greenwood is the experienced, mature head in our front three. Impressive first half. So for a heavily rotated side, says Nicholas O'Halloran. Yeah, it's been very good. I've been very impressed. Very, very impressed. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. You're very, very welcome. Matic bossing the show at the moment. If you know what, Matic is bossing the show, and if he was 5 years younger, we wouldn't need a CDM. Just taking some notes. Probably going to end up taking more notes tonight than I normally would on any other game because there's so many people to keep an eye on. Go on, Mason. Sionko's across. Player ratings is going to be very interesting tonight, isn't it? Very interesting. Yeah, I will give Ollie a call. Ollie, stop talking to Karaki and listen to me for a minute. I just want to say, lots of people very, very impressed. I'm not lying. I'm not bantering you. No, it's not the time at Christmas when I said that you were getting Haaland. No, I'm being serious. There's lots of people listening. They're very, very impressed. Well done. Why can't you just take a compliment? Why are you talking to Karaki again? Don't tell McTominay to go and warm up. Nobody wants to see McTominay tonight. No, just keep these lads on. You've got a game in 2 days. Yeah, just keep it as it is. No one cares if we lose. It's about the performance. All right, I'll let you go. All right. Don't bring McTominay on. All right. See you in a bit. Bye. 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 Leicester. I tell you what, I've not been impressed by Leicester. Not been impressed by Leicester at all. Playing with nerves, I think. Here's Alanga. Matic is going to... Oh, there was a ball on there by Matic. I thought he was just going to try it, but he doesn't. But it's still lovely play. Mata trying to feed it into Diallo. That pace on the break. I just wondered then when Matic got it, whether he was going to whip it over the top because Alanga had made the sprint. I really want to see what that pace is all about. Is there a ketchup shortage in the US, Tomo? That sounds terrible. Sibin says, do you want to make a revised prediction? Welcome to the Members Club, Darren YouTuber 2021. Also, Kane Sharp, welcome to the Members Club. Mark, don't forget, we'll have bounce from a new manager next season, says Zane. Mate, you've got about as much bounce as a dead hedgehog. You've got no bounce. I nearly laughed at my own joke then. Can't wait for Ricky Cam. He's going to be over the moon, says Sam. I'm telling you now. I'm bloody telling you now. Greenwood's crap. Greenwood is crap. Matic. It's Matic. Matic is the player. It's Matic. I'm telling you, listen up. Matic is the future. I'm not joking. Greenwood's the future. Greenwood. Matic is the future. Wide it goes. Cross comes in again. Get rid of it, Donny. We're a bit shaky at the back, but it makes it more interesting, I think. Matic has been brilliant. Matic has been so good. I'd give him a 9. 9. It's been so good, Matic, tonight. You wonder why he's not playing in the first team. Oh, bad ball by Brandon again. Some of the passing's been off. That lack of sharpness, I think. Good tackle by Eric Bate. Oh, it's a foul. It's a foul. Mark, your phone calls with the Ollie are the greatest. You're a legend, says DJ Marshall. Some people don't like them. Welcome to the Members Club, Marunganka. I hope I've pronounced that right. Can't wait for Ricky. Good. Thanks everyone who's become a member by the way tonight. We've got people like Chris C, who is a member as well. Sadiq, you can tell who a member is because they have a badge next to the name in the live chat. Thanks everyone who supports the channel in that way. Your badge changes every month that you're a member. There's Brandon Stevens, who's a member as well. I don't deliver a bad ball, not in my blood. That's about Brandon's 7th poor pass. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see the goal again at half time, but I'm not going to go to town on bad mistakes. I expect some of these lads to have not so good games tonight because they're not fresh. Jazim, welcome to the Members Club. But I tell you what, I've been overly impressed by some of them because I think some of them have been magnificent, absolutely magnificent, considering they don't play that often. Beth for centre half. We've won it back again here. Van der Beek, Alanga. He's lost it there. He wins the throw-in. Ring Sean Dyche. We need Woody up top, says YB. That's active. Is Ahmad asking serious questions about Sancho's future, says Tim Z35. It's been a cracking game, though. Some of the football's been brilliant. In fact, that deserves a tweet. Although Leicester on the attack here, into Vardy. And he's offside. I thought he was in there. Welcome to the Wem Members Club, Lee Wolseley, and good play by Twan Sebi there. I think Twan Sebi's had a good game. Give it. And it's got 4 minutes to go to half time. It's absolutely flown by, hasn't it? Really has. Really enjoyed it. Williams, Van der Beek, and De Gea simply pissing sucks, says Dara. There's always got to be somebody who's negative, isn't there? Always got to be a negative Nelly. You did say Leicester would bottle it. To do that, they need to give it a go. Poor this. United have been the most positive side by a mile. Have a stretch, says Dean. And Mark, here's Tillemans. Mark, if this team does well today, will you be even more frustrated at Ollie for not developing these guys all season? I won't be frustrated, Danielle, but because we're second in the league and we're in the Europa League final. So I think Ollie's, not really somebody that needs. Oh, bloody Van der Beek there. That was sloppy. But he's won it back. It's a lovely pass out to Mata. Welcome to the Members Club, Reese. And when do you reckon Ollie will make subs? I hope he doesn't make it. This is the first night. I hope he makes no subs. He'll probably bring 4 on at half time. I don't want him to. Thanks, Lewis, for the super chat. Well played, Williams. But I think what we've seen tonight is that there are players that probably should be getting a little bit more game time. Matic has been very impressive. He's been man of the match. Welcome to Members Club Demo. That was from Spike about Matic. We've settled now defensively as well. Watch out. Good tackle again by Twan Sebi, and he wins the foul. Mason Greenwood form has come at the right time. What a player, says Jack Lynch. 2 minutes to half time here. Yeah, Matic has been comfortably the best player. That's one thing I think we would take away from this half, is that he stood out as the best player on the pitch. And there's been some good performances tonight from United players, but He's been fantastic, Matic. These definitely beat our first team in training, says Jordan Winkle. Donny, I'd say I think Donny's doing all right. I mean, look, let's not forget he's made a couple of bad passes, but the funny thing about Donny is that his passing's not been as good as it could be, but his tackling's been really good. So to me, that's a positive because I think Donny van der Beek can play in the midfield. I don't think he's a number 10. I think he can play. Well, he is a number 10, but I think in the Premier League, if he's going to be successful, he needs to play where he's playing tonight. Win, lose or draw, it's really refreshing to see a team that never played together getting the ball down, passing it quickly and being on the front foot. I think the passing, Nathan, from back to front has been some of the best passing I've seen this season from United. Axel was standing still when Vardy started his run. Axel turned, ran down and shielded him from the ball. There's a player in there. He just needs time, says DJ Marshall. Don't want to see DJ in the team anymore, says Chino. Ahmad has similar good work ethic and on top is a better player in all aspects. Give it to Cavani. He's not going to come. Anyway, we're nearly at half time here. Twansebi's been the better of the two centre-backs. But Leicester have not been good. That's a free kick on the edge of the box by Diallo. Leicester have not been that good. Well, it's a good chance for Leicester here, right on the edge of the box. Axel's been good, but we need to be a little bit more direct. This is why players like Pogba and Bruno are important, says United Channel. Yeah, I think we could be a little bit more direct. I think we're probably... You're right. That's a really good point. I think there has been times where that ball over the top is probably on to Alanga or Greenwood or Diallo, and we've tried to pass our way through. But we are passing well. Mixing it up would be good. Anyway, Tielemans is on this free kick. Into the wall. Good wall. Does its job. Leicester pick up the second ball and straight at De Gea. And I think that's half-time. So well done to Manchester United. Alanga, well, let me just say, in relation to that half, because it is half-time, very, very impressive. Good goal by Leicester. I'd need to see the goal back again to see where we went wrong defensively, because we definitely did go wrong defensively. There's too much space, but it's a lovely finish. But United react very, very quickly. Diallo into Greenwood, lovely finish, 1-1. And on the half, I think Nemanja Matic has been unbelievably the man of the match. Not unbelievably because he can't do it, but I'm just like, this is a good Leicester side. That Leicester midfield has got Tielemans and Ndidi in it, and yet Matic is running the midfield. Like, it makes you think, why have we not used Matic more this season? Because what I like about Matic is that he is the player that we need. We can't have Matic next season. He's too old. But when we're talking about what United need to do, we need a holding midfielder, not McFred. You know, two people doing one person's job. We need Matic, but we can't use Matic. But what you've seen with United today is, I don't think that United 11 is better than our first team, but I think it plays better because it's got one CDM who's dropping to take the ball off the back four and feeding people in front of him. And I think the difference we've seen tonight is that we've passed from the back to the front better than we've probably passed most of the season. But that's because we haven't got McFred, two people on their own, two people doing one person's job. We've got Matic. And also, let's not forget, we've got two quick centre-backs as well. So we've got the dream, really. We've got two quick centre-backs and we've got one CDM. And it's making us play better football. Flex, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, man.
How you doing?
Yeah, told you we're on for 2-1, didn't I? You laughed.
Yeah, you're looking good now.
Yeah, I was shitting it when I saw that go into the top corner from Luke Thomas. And I thought this could be a really long evening. Bless them. They're trying, isn't it? They're trying. I think it's a performance. Yeah, it's a performance that, you know, it's going to have some rustiness in it. It's going to have some, like, cohesion that isn't, players not really on the same wavelength, misplaced passes. But essentially, it was a good response. You know, we've been defensively a little bit, they're getting in behind a little bit. You know, that the communication is not really there. Williams is having one. He just hasn't looked right. He can't get himself into any sort of groove when he's been asked to play. to be fair to him. But
he's had so little football, though, hasn't he?
So little football, you can't expect him to. It's really difficult. And that's what I'm saying about almost all them players. Van der Beek as well, getting caught a couple of times, bad touches, but then a couple of good touches and getting on the ball. Just a bunch of inconsistent players who haven't had that much time to play. And that is the type of performance I expect from players in this moment of their careers, to be fair. And including Mason. I expect that from him in this moment of his career because, wow, he's just killing it, man. He's just killing it. Bang. Easy.
I'll tell you what, though. Ricky's going to be happy on the fan cams because Matic has been exactly the CDM that we need. It's a shame he's not 25 instead of 45 because he's been. And look, we are playing Leicester. It's not Rochdale. And he's ran that game. It's my only surprise is, Ollie's obsessed with McTominay and Fred. I don't think they've played well since Leeds at Christmas. And I understand that Matic can't play every game because of his age, and that's a fact. But I'm still surprised that we haven't used him a little bit more because one thing he does do is he runs that midfield on his own and it allows, a Van der Beek and a Mata to, just be a little bit... The triangles appear. Matic takes it. Instead of Fred taking it and McTominay's nearly holding his hand, Matic takes it and Donny's in front of him and Mata's in front of him. So he plays the forward pass. And sometimes what Matic does, he'll play the forward pass and then he'll move to take the next pass.
100%.
We've moved up the pitch so well today.
He understands what is with Matic, which is why I've always said he's a good player as well. Even when people were saying like, nah, get him out, he's this, he's that, he's washed. Not saying he should start every game because he shouldn't, but like he understands the game better than McTominay and Fred does. Now you can say he understands it better than McTominay because of the age thing. He's been there and done it, Matic, which is true. Yeah. But that composure that he has on the ball and where he anticipates being, where he sniffs out danger, even a couple bits of quick feet as well to get out of tight situations. He's just a calming influence on the football. Like it's as simple as that. He did misplace a couple, of course he did. If he could have passed it a bit quicker forward or a little bit more accurately forward, we could have been in a couple of times with Ahmad running from out to in, Mason Greenwood as well, running from central to the wing as well in the channels. But by and large, like you said, when Matic plays, doesn't really matter who it is with, he just brings a calming influence by the way he is on the ball. You can't really rush him. He can drop that shoulder where he keeps coming in on his left foot and get away from people. And he usually makes the simple pass. And then, like you said, go back and get it again.
I just think that's, it's almost sad because I can't say we're going to use Matic even in the next couple of games, let alone next season.
We definitely won't leave him Thursday.
We'll go back to McTominay and Fred again. But I think what we've seen tonight is that all those fans, and look, to be honest, it's most of our fans, when we're talking about we need a CDM, tonight you've seen why we need a CDM, because we've got one. That player who can do it on his own, who's confident on the ball, but then when he gets the ball, he plays a forward pass and then follows it. He doesn't just stand there and go, I've done my job. He's done really, really well. And this is, I'm amazed if Ollie and Carrick don't know it. You're never going to get Fred to do that, and you're never going to get McTominay to do that because that's not their head.
It's not their game. It's not their game. Yeah.
It's not their game.
Matic's game is understanding that area of the pitch very well, protecting a back four, knowing when to, because what he's also doing is, if you're noticing, he's dropping into the back four. So when the fullbacks have gone and the two centre halves kind of split, to give us that extra outlet, he's dropping back into the back four.
Centre backs, yeah.
To receive the ball and then initiate play and then either punch it into Donny or punch it into Mata. Basically, it's a way of engaging us to get us turning, to get us playing. Which that's not going to work all the time. Sometimes that can be a hindrance, but with how we're playing today, it is helping us because Tuanzebe is not the best on the ball. Eric Bailly is not the best on the ball. It's almost like Ollie's gone, Nemanja, I need you. You're better on the ball than them. Like you might need to be the one to pass it out from the back. So if you can drop into that space, receive it, and then get us playing, and that's what's happening.
I tell you what, just looking at the goal now, it's Matic and Tuanzebe get drawn to the ball, and they just let I think it's Tillemans go, and we end up in a 3v2. 5 United players drawn to the ball. I mean, if this was a game that mattered, you'd be like bloody hell. But the finish is unbelievable. I mean, from that angle, De Gea thinks he's he's going to think he's going to make a save.
Yeah, it's one of them.
It's unstoppable.
3 cheers for the opposition. Mike Bassett, England manager. That's what it is when someone scores a goal like that. Yes, the lead up to the goal, you can be critical. And I think like you said, in a more meaningful game without all the changes, we would have been, if Lindelof and Maguire did that, and that was McTominay who left his man there, who's been playing week in, week out. Brandon Williams again, really far in, but he has to do that to cover that run. That goal is classic, the type of goal we concede. Obviously, it's a worldie, but in terms of the centre-backs getting drawn into no man's land, the right-back having to, i.e. Wan-Bissaka, having to come across and fill in for the centre-back, it happens a lot. So that is something to do with our coaching and the way we play. Because what a finish. What a finish that is, by the way.
The finish is magnificent.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
I don't think Henderson could have done anything on Sunday for Traore. Yeah. There's no way. De Gea could have done anything for that. And then the finish by Greenwood. I mean, look, the way he finishes is so good because it almost feels like the goalkeeper again. Like Martinez is a very good goalkeeper and Schmeichel's a very good goalkeeper. These are not bad goalkeeping errors. It's just the accuracy. He doesn't blast it. He just puts it in a position they can't get it.
Like where it's like. Yeah. So far in the corner that if it's an inch more to the left, it probably hits the post. Or if it's an inch more to the right, the keeper probably gets a glove on it or a foot on it. That's how accurate his finishing actually is. It's a joke. And it's on both feet. Like this kid is, let's just say he's predominantly left-footed, really, if you asked him. But it really don't matter. Like it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm just looking at it again. Ahmad as well. Good decision to make that as well. Just takes it on his left foot. Bang. He's just too good, honestly. Anyone who don't think Mason Greenwood is a top draw player or going to be a top draw player, I don't know what they're seeing because look at that. Look, he just goes past him with ease and just it's right in the corner, right foot, left foot. It doesn't matter.
He's fantastic. He's got more angles than geometry, whatever it is. I just want to bring it back to the midfield there because I think the midfield. Look, this game to us tonight, it'd be nice to win it. I'd love it if we win it, but ultimately, I think in that 45 minutes we've shown Leicester have got a comfort in the second half. This is a Leicester side trying to get Champions League football, and United have done really, really well. Now the second half, I've got to say, I saw somebody say in live comments, McFred, Donich. I think Donich is better than McFred. I do. I think that we are playing a very good team here. We're playing Leicester.
And we're not getting dominated.
This is not Rochdale.
Yeah.
And I think that the way they work is better than McFred.
I think
and I'm not, I'm not a big fan of McFred.
No, I would. I see why you're saying that. Off of that, I would.
It's more a Man United side than it is with McFred.
Yeah, because you've got ball playing 100%. Because you've got players who can pass the ball better. You've got players who can receive the ball better. You've got higher intelligence of higher caliber intelligent of player. If you're playing a Man City, I know why he plays. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there's certain games exactly. And to be fair, we're not even seeing the best of Donich because they've both not played in ages. They've just been thrown in. They're just going off instinct right now. Maybe if they got given a chance to play a bit more often, maybe it could be something. But it's certainly not something Ollie's going to invest in. To be honest, is it? Let's face it.
No,
probably
but it should be the hint that this is how we can play when we've got a proper CDM because we're never going to play like this tonight.
Yeah, this is why it's a priority to get one. This is why it's a priority to get one. Someone who can marshal that position on their own. Matic can't do it every week and can't do it at the highest level every week, but he's shown he's kind of doing McTominay and Fred's job by himself in the context of this game with a little bit of help from Donny, but he is. A lot of the times he is the deepest line.
Just because we're moving through half time quite quickly, and the first half went quickly as well. I think just shows you how enjoyable it's been. Second half, I mean, I said it in the first half.
You want to
the
avoid
one game
subs,
I don't want Ollie to make any bloody subs, and he'll do it. I don't want him to make any subs. No. These lads aren't going to play on Thursday, so run them into the ground. Don't use any.
But if
not more than 20 minutes.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, if someone comes on for 15 minutes, maximum 20 minutes. But if it's 1-1 with 20 minutes to go,
might try and win it though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. If it's 1-1 with 20 minutes to go, bring on some of the big guns because Leicester, like you said, they're doing okay against. They're probably playing as well as they probably should against our second string. But if we bring on some of the man them, it could be a wrap for Leicester. Do you know what I mean? You bring in Bruno to that, you bring Pogba on and say Rashford, just them three for 15 minutes. Then then that could hurt them. Or you bring on Cavani or whatever for 10, 15 minutes, whatever. But you're right. I do want to avoid that. I think if they're doing all right, especially if we get in front with this team, let them see it out. If they concede one and it goes to 2-2, then they might do. Unless it gets like the last 10 minutes and you really want to keep it. You know what I mean? Then bring on what's his face? Not Donny. Bruno and stuff. Yeah, and then let's go for it in the last 10 minutes. But yeah, you're right. I want to see they just let them play. But Greenwood's probably not going to play Thursday now anyway because he started this. But he started a lot of games recently. He's getting a lot of football, so he might need a rest the longer the half goes on.
Take him off for 20 minutes and give Rashford.
Yeah, exactly. So
just shout out at Kipster United on Twitter. Sir Kipster is his name on Twitter. At Kipster United on Twitter. I know a lot of you probably follow him. He's been in hospital for quite a while recently, and obviously our thoughts and are with him, and hopefully things will get better for him. But he's become a bit of a star on Twitter. I think Rashford's replied to him, and I know he's watching the watch along as well. So big shout out to him as well.
Safe thoughts of him, man.
I think you make a good point there. I do think he probably will take Greenwood off because Greenwood played against Roma for about 70 minutes. He played against Villa
90 minutes.
Or 90 minutes or 70 minutes.
Was it 9 minutes? Oh, yeah. Well, he played a lot, and then he's going to play a lot in this one. So he probably won't play again in the next game, but he's going to need a rest, bless him.
Yeah. Would McDonagh or Van der Fred be a best case for next season? No, Morgan, I don't. I think we need that Matic player. Things we're talking about Matic is exactly what a CDM does. It's a shame, exactly. Honestly, I think we should win this game. I've done that one as well. So you're still going to stick with 2-1? I mean, Leicester have been one thing we've not spoken about is Leicester. They've been very disappointing, really.
They have, and this is what it is. It's on them to step it up. A couple of little good passages of play, but even indeed he's looked a bit sloppy at times. To be fair, Tielemans is playing okay. Perez just buzzing around, not really doing much. They're not really putting it on us for the team we've played. But they've got a gear to go up, though, because I don't think Rodgers will be particularly happy with that. He'll be saying, look, this is their second team. Like, Champions League is on the line here for us. We're 1-1. We've got a chance of winning this against this team. Let's go out there and up it. And he's got Maddison to bring off the bench as well, which will probably make that change for Perez after not long, the way that first half went. So, we'll see. But... I just think we just need to play it cool. A draw is not. We're in a decent position here. Try and win the game, but don't go too gun ho and let this team try and get, like you said, complete most of the minutes.
And I mean, to be honest, though, looking at the league, draw for Leicester might not be too bad. 64 points, 2 games in hand on Liverpool. But that even if they won those 2 games in hand, they wouldn't be above Leicester. But of course, we're playing Liverpool on Thursday, so hopefully we can. I want to beat them. Exciting performance from Axel, Alex, Ahmed, and Matic. Mason's finishing his masterclass, says Tim Z35. Yeah, I'd like to try and see us hit the ball over the top a little bit more, Flex, actually, for a bit of pace over the top. We haven't done that.
Yeah,
enough, but,
exactly. Because we can get at these. They're sitting there, they're not that great, Leicester. They're not, and they're at that bit of the season where they're not very sure of themselves, where they start falling off. So if we do apply a little bit of pressure and up the ante a little bit by bringing on a couple, we probably can get the win.
Well, I'm looking forward to Ricky's fan cam. That's my highlight of the night because obviously he's going to go all in on Matic. But let's draw it. Let's pull his head back to Greenwood because.
Well, let's see how the second half goes because I guarantee if it doesn't go well second half, not just for Greenwood but for everyone, and we lose, he'll say there wasn't enough control in this, and this is why I said he should have only made 4 changes. That's why I really want us to get this win because that will change the kind of dynamic of the question.
Cool. All right, mate. Well, we'll see you on the fan forum and Ricky's fan cam and yours and Beth's. And we'll catch you in a bit, pal. So Flex went 2-1, so he might be right. I can't be right. I said 2-0 to Leicester, so I'm wrong. But Ricky will be happy. He'll be running around the garden, even though it's raining. Top off. Who's the daddy, Flex? Not that he'd ever say that. But Leicester started off quite quick here. But again, it's Tellez with the tackle. Passing's been a bit off from United, but you'd probably expect that. It is a bit rainy. Into the box here. Watch out. Good block. Corner to Leicester. Leicester are going to have to come out a little bit here. What Leicester can't afford to do is lose. Can't afford to lose tonight. It opens the door to Liverpool big time. So corner to Leicester, that's gone. Yeah, we are literally just coming up for 57, 58, 49, 46 minutes. Sean Dyche is back. Roger Benjamin says that Vardy's going to bite us. Nick P says, probably not intentional, but it's almost like Ollie has played on Leicester's bottling nature. Again, they need to win against the team they're expected to beat. Yeah, they do struggle with that, Nick. It's a good point. Grab a lager, Mark. Enjoy a non-pressure match, as Scraps Lewis. Thanks for all the super chats today, everybody, by the way. And thanks for all the new members. Appreciate your support. We have got player ratings coming up in the second half, of course. Very interested to see the player ratings. We'll go through that in my match reaction show. And we've got a fan forum and we've got fan cams, which are going to be very interesting with Ricky because he's going to be lovely play by Donny there. Intelligent movement and then a bad pass. His passing's been off tonight, but his physicality's been good. Here's Greenwood. We've won it back. And he wins the foul. Imagine if we won this. It would be hilarious. It really would. Twan Sebi. It's weird. It is always weird having a 6 o'clock kickoff. I do quite like it in a way, though, because it's not such a late night, is it? Our next game is 8:15 against Liverpool on Thursday. How about this chant, Mark? The space is tight. Greenwood just scored with his left, and now he'll go with his right. But I don't know what tune is to, Pavak. I don't know what the tune is to. Still moving the ball around very nicely, though. Greenwood would tackle. He's fought Ndidi off there, though. Look how quick we've moved the ball. I think that's the impressive thing for me, is just how quickly we've moved the ball tonight. Really good. Thoughts on Van Persie's last season at United and his treatment by Van der Hal and the club? Do you think he deserves to stay? And if so, for how long? Says James Wilson. Yeah, I wasn't happy with how Van der Beek got treated at the end. Not Van der Beek, Van Persie. I think Van Hal made a choice, didn't he? He went Rooney over Van Persie, but I think Van Persie went too soon. And obviously, he didn't have a great season the first season after Sir Alex had gone under Moyes, but I still think he had a lot more to offer. Oh, Diallo there, using his strength, wins the ball well. He's off. It's a late tackle there. Should be a foul, but he's played it on. Here we go. Alanga gets it wide to Greenwood. Give it him back. Give it him back. Oh, he tried to give it him back. Lovely play by Diallo and Greenwood. And he nearly gets Alanga in. He just gets his pass wrong. Could have been a goal, that. Using that pace on the break. United want 65 million for your Lingard, says Pauline. I doubt it. He's only got 1 year left on his contract, Pauline. You can't have 65 million for that. Oh, Twan Sebi's lost it in a dangerous area there. And they've picked it up. Here's Iheanacho. Try again, mate. You ain't never going to beat De Gea from there. Ahmad's a baller, says Larry Jones. Yeah, he's been good, Ahmad. I've enjoyed Ahmad tonight. Genuinely has been impressive. Genuinely. I think as I said in the first half, the thing that's impressed me about Diallo tonight is that he looks ready. What that means is he looks ready to play at this level. He's, people talk about him being small, but I think his strength is fantastic. The way he's got close ball control, carries with the ball. Obviously, he needs to adjust to the league more. I mean, physicality, if you look at Greenwood compared to a year ago, and I think Ahmad's a year younger than, or maybe even 2 years younger than Greenwood. So he needs to bulk out a little bit. Mark, I've never seen us do the one-touch passing. This is what we need every game, says Vignesh. Yeah, the way we've moved the ball has been really, really impressive. I've enjoyed it. Hi, Mark. What are your thoughts on this formation system with the first team? If we get Rice, would it work consistently? Says Click. To be fair, this is Ollie's system. This is the system that Ollie sort of liked and favoured at Mulder, and it's the system he liked and used at United in the first 3 months. Matic, Herrera, Pogba was the midfield three, with Matic holding the midfield and the fullbacks bumming on. Ben Bailey says, I've just joined the members club. Love channelise the content. Thank you very much, Ben. Thanks for joining the members club. Appreciate that. Mata needs to come off. I mean, I don't know how long Mata will last, actually. But we need him to last as long as possible because, remember, we are playing Thursday night. In 48 hours, we'll be on the pitch ready to play Liverpool, apparently. Ram says that Bay's played very well. Axel's played very well. Yeah, I think Bay just looks a little bit off the pace. He doesn't look himself at the moment. And maybe that is something to do with COVID or something like that. To think we've had to endure watching Dan James these last few months. Meanwhile, Ollie has had this gem on the bench gathering dust. Dan James out, says Gabriel Noel. Tune off. Give me joy in your hearts. On his left, on his right. Mason Greenwood. On his left, on his right, I say. On his left, on his right. Mason Greenwood. Playing football the United way. It's not bad. Cavani's warming up. Give it to Eddie Cavani. So, chance for United to put a cross in here. Usman also says that Twansabi's been superb. We're looking like the better team, says Matthew Red. Oh, I tell you what, Greenwood was so close to getting on the end of this cross. And the Leicester player coming in behind him, I think it's Tellez who whips it. He's got a lovely cross on him, Tellez. Mason Greenwood, so close. Tell you what, I think Cavani probably scores that. Something to work on. Good cross, says Advath. Yeah, Tellez is a better crosser of the ball than Luke Shaw. He's probably one of the best crossing left-backs in the world. I don't want Cavani to play too long because I need him to start on Thursday, but I think it'll be a good idea to get Mason off for about 10 minutes. Welcome to the Members Club, Stephen Hayes. Thanks for joining. Fawaz says get Cavani on for half an hour. I don't know. I think even half an hour is a lot when you want him to play 90 minutes on Thursday. Although you could probably start Cavani, give him an hour, and then give Mason a half an hour. So that's probably what he'll think about doing. Watch out. The ball is about to the right wing. He's going to keep it in. He's going to cross it. Leicester. Well done, Twansebi. Time by Matic. He's giving it away. Matic, Donny, better midfield duo than McFred, says Suham. Jaden says, please don't risk Cavani. This schedule has been a blessing in disguise, like Chelsea's transfer ban. Get to test some of these young, hungry prospects, says Uber Melon. It's a good point, that. think it's been. Tell you what, I think it's been a bit of a head mess for Leicester. You know, they're playing a bunch of reserves, but the reserves are hungry, and Leicester desperately need a result. And Leicester would normally come to Old Trafford and be the underdogs. I don't think Leicester like it when they're not the underdogs. And they've not created much. David De Gea's had nothing to do, really, apart from pick the ball out of his net from a very good finish. But they've not been much of a threat, Leicester. United, arguably, been the better side. Oh, what a long day today, everybody. Jack Moore loves Ryan Thomas, says King Ryan. There you go. Leicester just having a little bit of ball in the final third here at the moment, but United, as I said, have been very comfortable so far. And Diddy edge of the box. Leicester probably realising they've got to push for this second goal. And if I was Leicester manager, this is the game to push for it. You've got Chelsea and Spurs to come. What if you don't win either of those two games? They've got to push for it against United here. Good block by Van der Beek there. Good block by Diallo as well. Good defending by both those two players there. But yeah, Leicester have got to go for this. You know, you've got half an hour against United, who have played 3 games in 5 days and have got a game against Liverpool on Thursday. If Leicester secure the bag or the 3 points tonight, I think they basically secure top 4. That's how big it is for Leicester to go and win this game now. Points not a bad point for them. A loss is a disaster. I would almost say if Leicester lose this game, they're not going to get top 4. If they win it, they are. Is Iheanacho. Good play by Twansebi as well. Oh, he's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant tonight, Twansebi. He's getting a tweet. Oh, no. Great save, De Gea. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Matic. Williams. Ooh, we're hanging on a little bit here. We're hanging on a little bit here. De Gea makes a big save again. What happens here is that United just switch off. Tielemans, he's onside. Matic loses his runner. And De Gea doing what he's good at, using his body at the front post. No front post glitch with De Gea. Fully enjoying Matic rolling back the years, says Matt. Well, to be fair, he was at fault for that one, Matt. Just a lack of pace. Shows that we could do with a real quality CDM. But no, he has been brilliant tonight, Matic. And funnily enough, Leicester have had 7 shots, 7 attempts. Only 2 on target. But Leicester now, maybe their fitness is starting to show. United having to do a lot of defending here. But a big save from De Gea. Leicester just keeping hold of the ball. I bet their possession stats over the last 10 minutes has been huge. Oh, Matic has just chopped Tielemans down. Referee says play on. Cross comes in. Got to be a bit careful here, United. Maybe that lack of experience is starting to show in the game time. Leicester have gone up a gear, definitely. United hanging on a little bit at the moment. Back post. Oh, it's gone for a goal kick. Amad Diallo, man of the match. Williams horror show, says John. Mata seems finished. I think Mata's moved the ball well. I think Mata will be able to pass the ball and move the ball well when he's 90. You know, he's never going to lose that. You never lose that. I'm not really old enough to play high level football anymore, but I can, you know, give me a ball, I'll do 100 keep ups and I'll pass it with both feet. And I think Mata's at that stage now where he's just, you know, he's too old, isn't he? But when we've got the ball into feet, he's been very good at the 1-2 touch. But yeah, he just doesn't have the speed across the ground anymore. Their mind is willing, but the legs ain't giving. But I tell you what, there's a few United players warming up here. Cavani's coming on. Give it, give it, give it. We have got player ratings yet. Oh, Diallo's gone down injured here. No matter the result, I feel happy that Ollie was forced to use all these players that should have played a lot more this season, says Shan. I'm all for a new centre-back, but why on earth aren't we playing Axel more? He's been fantastic every time he plays, says Perry Smith. And I think I agree with you, Perry, because Rashford's coming on and Cavani's coming on. I agree with you. I mean, this should be Greenwood off and Alanga off. It should not be Diallo off. But no, I do agree with you. I think that I've got one big confusion about Diallo. And not Diallo, Twansebi. Every time I've seen Twansebi this season, whether it's, PSG, the only one time was Istanbul, but he played the other week and he was brilliant as well. So, yeah, I don't understand with Twansebi why we've not used him more, because he does look so good. But maybe there's something behind the scenes, a problem with, I don't know, injury or something. But then, he's been on the bench a lot. I don't think he has been injured, but it must be just a lack of trust. I don't know. United definitely want to pass out from the back, Lovely play as well. Look at this. Oh, and did he's won that? It was a lovely play by United to pass out from the back, to be fair. Now it's Leicester, though. Got to be careful here. Vardy, terrible cross. Rashford can probably do 25 minutes, but, with Liverpool on Thursday, I don't know whether I want to see Rashford and Cavani on, considering. At the end of the day, though, I think Ollie's probably thinking about winning it, isn't it? If Man City win the title tonight, don't they? If we draw, Man City have won the title, haven't they? So Ollie's probably thinking, let's try and win it. Maddison's coming on for Leicester as well. Still 25 minutes to go. I mean, Cavani in a game like this is a bit of a weird one, because it's not really a game where we're making lots of chances, but Leicester are dominating the ball, and they have done for a long time. I certainly wouldn't take Diallo off. All right, Cavani's coming on. Perez comes off for Leicester, and Maddison comes on. Apparently, City need a point if Man United draw. No, it's got to be a loss. Okay. Man City don't win the title if we draw, Mark. Thanks, Vignesh. I thought they did. Thanks, everyone who's clarified that. Greenwood's coming off for Cavani. He's had a good game, Greenwood. He has played 3 times. And Alanga comes off for Rashford. Well done, Alanga, as well. Never in a million years would he expect, or would he have normally have been playing. So to get, 65 minutes in the Premier League, that's perfect for him. Well done. And Cavani's coming on for Greenwood as well. Twansebi has been picking up small muscle injuries, fitness and physios, trying to work out what Axel's body can handle after big injury last season, says Mr. Glenn Johnson. There might be something in that. Yeah, I think Matic for me was man of the match first half and Twansebi second half. Oh, no. Leicester score from a fucking corner. You're having a fucking laugh. What's going on here? Who's marking who? It's just corners and United. It's like McDonald's and a cow. They just don't like each other. Well, McDonald's like the cow. The cow doesn't like McDonald's. Leicester like the corners. Man United don't. Sionku. Rashford. Just bad marking. We are so bad at defending corners. It really needs working on next season. It's a shame to concede that. I think with the corners, though, it's never sub on a corner, says Ropalaruno. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely spot on there. I remember that from being, playing under 10s. You don't make a sub when you're defending a corner. It's one of the oldest. I mean, I don't know whether it's a myth, but it's certainly one of the rules in football. If you've ever played it, never make a sub when you're defending a corner. And United make 2. Who will be the last sub then? Bruno or Pogba, says Salah Ahmed. Well, it's a shame that is, because the opportunity to win the game is probably gone now. But we've definitely got to work on that next season, corners, because we are so bad on corners. This season, we've conceded so many goals from corners. I wonder if we're top of the league for that, because we're so bad at it. Zonal marking, whatever you call it, it's not even about the personnel. It's the way they're told to defend a corner. We don't defend corners well enough, whether it's the first or second ball. That's something we do need to work on next season, because I just think we concede too many goals. You give somebody a free header from 6 yards out, especially Sionku, they're going to score. To be honest, I'd ask the question, why was Sionku not being marked by Eric Bailly or Axel Tuanzebe? He's their best player in the air. And, Matic is good in the air, but he doesn't really deal with it, does he? I think that you should always, when my team used to play, you'd look at who their best player was in the air, and you'd put your best player. Like, you'd put Vidic on Sionku. Poor old Mata. It's almost abuse. Look at poor old Mata out there after 70 minutes. He's too old for this. Mata off for Bruno. Look, I know he's not been brilliant, but I really have liked Van der Beek in that midfield position way more than I like him on the left or in the number 10. Can we get back into it? I feel like we deserve something out of this. But second half, we've created next to nothing, have we? Remember that Bay's our best defender, and Tuanzebe isn't good enough at getting enough game time. Maguire's so underrated, says Joshua Harper. Well, Maguire would never play tonight. I don't think we need to talk about things like that. This was always going to be a reserve team. Players that I think have shown something: Diallo, Tuanzebe. I've liked Van der Beek in that midfield position. Go on then, Matic. Oh, bloody hell. He wants a free kick. He's not going to get it. I think Matic has got to start hitting it longer. Nice ball out to Cavani. Oh, Diallo was the ball there. Come on. He's given offside. City are going to win the league. Yeah, they will win the league if we lose. Player ratings will be coming out very soon. People are talking about a new screen. I can't see it. Let's have a look on my phone. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner to do that. Oh, we've got stats on the screen. Smash a like, subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. I like it. I like the stats on the screen. Very, very good. Shout out to Draw Team, my man of the match today. City fans might be celebrating. Liverpool fans are fuming. Write your letters to the Premier League. Leave us out of it. Oh, Donny tried to play for a foul. It didn't work. Tielemans is going to shoot. Good block by Twansebi again. Oh, look at Diallo there. Lovely turn into Mata. Mata ain't got the legs for that. Ain't got the legs. Ain't got the legs for that. People are saying that City fans have infiltrated the live chat. What City fans? What, we've gone up from 35,000 to 35,010? Really like this layout. Even goal scorers. Quality, says Shane YT. Ollie, no, don't listen to Karaki. Listen to me for a minute. What's your next sub? What are you thinking? No. Tell him to put his tracksuit top back on. This is not the time for McTominay. No. Pogba or Bruno, last 15 minutes. Just see what you can do. Oh, they've nearly scored there. You see what's happening? You see what's just happened? Tielemans has nearly scored. Look, it's Brendan Rodgers. He's a bottler. He was in charge. Yeah, he was in charge of Liverpool when Gerrard said we don't let this slip. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Didn't you know that? Yeah. All right. Don't bring McTominay on. Speaks in a bit. Right. They've nearly just scored there. Vardy headed it to the back post and Tielemans slid in. I mean, I've got to be honest. We've created nothing this second half. People are talking about Donny like he's the best thing since sliced bread. I don't see it. He's been miles better than McSauce. Says, channel. What has Twansebi shown? No disrespect to the guy, but he's awful. So is Bay, says Joshua Harper. All people getting conflicted in the live chat. Well, I suppose that's the sort of thing this game was always going to be about, wasn't it? It was a chance for people to express themselves, see what they've got, and if you like what they've got, then enjoy it. If you don't like what they've got, then don't. Sorry. What does Van der Beek actually offer to this team, says Danny King. And Mark, you've helped me through this thick and thin. My mum died last night. Mark, you sing Sweet Caroline, please, says Ryan Thomas. Oh, these sort of super chats, they're starting to worry me a little bit. I mean, I'll sing Sweet Caroline. I'll say Sweet Caroline, rest in peace, Ryan. But I'm not singing songs for people who can just put a super chat and say that their mum's died. And maybe they haven't, maybe they have. But it's difficult for me, Ryan, because if it's true, rest in peace to your mum, and it's very, very sad news, and I'm glad that the channel helps with you. But I can't become a jukebox for songs because somebody did this about a dead goldfish once, and I had to sing some bloody song about it. So if that's true, Ryan, obviously thoughts and prayers with you. But unfortunately, I'm not singing the song because I don't know. Ricky's fuming. You don't sub on a corner Fleck. I added that bit. He doesn't live with Fleck, says Nick P. Cross comes in, goes for a goal kick. 15 minutes to go from Tellez. master. Right, link in the video description is there for the player ratings. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. Put a star next to your man of the match. You can do that through the video description now or at full time if you want, because we're going through that on the match reaction. Still 14 minutes to go. You can see on them stats that are on the screen, though, that Leicester have absolutely dominated this, haven't they? Second half especially, 10 shots, 3 on target. Possession's been in their favour. I think in the first half, we made a real game of it. Second half's been like what we thought the whole game. Ryan Thomas has got over the death of his mother quite quickly. He's now telling us that Mark Val Mob loves letters about Mark Buchanan. Mark, you're an absolute hero. Thanks for just being you, says Exploder. Thanks very much. Shot by Maddison, just wide. United sort of running out of ideas here a little bit now, unfortunately. Bruno's come on now. $12 minutes. What, we've got 12 minutes left. Who did he take off for Bruno? Greenwood's finishing is legit elite for his ages. We've read that one, thanks. He took Ahmed off. Oh, for fuck's sake. So Vardy's come off here. I mean, this is a big 3 points. I mean, look, I just want to say as well, I just want to say this, pure and simple. Liverpool fans are going to be fuming. You're 9 points off Chelsea now, and the chances of you. Well, I think, let me just tell you the situation. Liverpool fans, you might want to block your ears. The situation is this. As things stand, Manchester United have got 70 points. Leicester would go up to 66 points. Chelsea have got 64 points. Liverpool on 57. Liverpool can only get 69 points. And that's if they win their final 4 games. Chelsea have got 3 games left. I mean, Chelsea maybe not out of it yet. That win against Man City makes it very, very big. But the reality is, Liverpool fans, you might want to clear Thursdays in your diary next year. And we know all about it at United. We know exactly what it's all about. But yeah, this win for Leicester was the fear that Liverpool had. United forced to put a weakened team out because of the Premier League's ridiculous scheduling. And it's going to cost them. Not sure Leicester would have beat us, if we'd had our best team out, really. Of course, if Leicester do get top four and Chelsea get top four with United and City, will it be so easy for Liverpool to get Sancho? I don't know. I do not know. Have United got a way back into this game? We look tired now. Liverpool only need fifth, though, since an English club will win the Champions League, and especially with the UEFA chance. No, that's not how it works. You don't get into the Champions League finishing fifth. Every year people ask this question. You don't get in the Champions League finishing fifth if an English team wins the Champions League. Liverpool won the Champions League 2 years ago. The fifth place team didn't get in. That's not how it works. Here's an interesting point from Sajal. He says, Donny van der Beek can't play in the pivot. I hope Mark sees this and opens his eyes. I think he's looked a bit rusty, but I think he's shown that he can definitely play there. I've had no problems with him. I've not seen any difference between Donny van der Beek and Scott McTominay. None at all. I just think Donny looks a bit rusty, like Brandon Williams looks a bit rusty. I said it this morning about Van der Beek. He's not going to turn up in one game and be world class. He needs to play 4 or 5 games in a row, and he'll get better and better. Why can't Donny get 4 or 5 games in a row in that position, yet McFred can play there every bloody week and have only had one good game since since Leeds in December. Bruno shoots wide there, half a chance. And look how advanced Donny van der Beek actually gets. He's in the box when that shot's going off. 7 minutes to go. I'd love a draw. I think a draw would be a fair result, but probably not going to happen, is it? Player ratings, links in the video description. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. I think the player ratings are going to be very interesting tonight. See what you've got to say about that. Who's going to be man of the match? I think I've got 2 or 3 ideas for man of the match. I've not made my mind up yet. See, that's nice from Donny. Nice and tidy. And look at where he goes now. Makes the run forward. It's just a very disjointed team. I mean, you've got Mata, who shouldn't really be on the pitch anymore. I think Matic has got tired second half. We've not used the fullbacks anywhere near enough as we should have done. Here's Bruno. He loses me there. Big win for Leicester, though. They've been very lucky. Lucky Leicester. Here's Bruno. Get a corner there. Everybody up. Everybody up. Everybody up. Come on then. Get them all in the box. Tellez is going to take it. Oh, they've cleared it. Bloody cleared it. Five minutes to go. Leicester will park the bus now, I'm sure. Matic. Telles tries to turn, doesn't win a free kick. 2v2 now. Twansebi, lovely little bit of play. I mean, he's been very good second half, Twansebi. I think we'd all agree with that. It's Bruno. Come on, Bay. You've got to move that ball a little bit quicker now. Would you consider Ndidi as a signing for the CDM positions as Zach attack? Yeah, I would, mate. Yeah, I think it'd be a very good signing, but I don't think he's going to be available. I'm afraid. Another corner here for United. Pushing. Of course, Fofana's a player we all like as well. Has Fofana been way better than Twansebi tonight? That's the question, isn't it? Another wasted corner there. 3 minutes to go. Yeah, of course, City are going to win the league. I mean, I'd never really thought of it like that. I'm not really that bothered because they were always going to win the league anyway. I never felt it was always just about prolonging them winning the title. And I think they were always going to win the title tonight anyway. I mean, let's be real. This is our reserves. Liverpool should be blaming the Premier League. It's a farce what's actually happened. But Man City deserve to win the title. They were always going to win the title. If it hadn't been, it would have been whenever they're playing Newcastle anyway. Matthew, even though we're losing, I enjoyed watching players we don't normally see a lot, says Matthew Reed. And hey, Mark, Kieran again. I really want to subscribe, but instead I only watch you live. Bees and VT size and odd taste. This guy respect. Thank you very much, Kieran. Oh, Rashford back header goes for a cool goal kick. It's been a hard night for Brandon Williams. He did well here though, and he actually gets a good cross into the box, but just not enough football for Brandon Williams this year. I feel for him. I feel for Brandon Williams. He's just not played enough football. Rashford could have made a good contact there, actually. But he didn't. But yeah, it's been enjoyable. I think it has been enjoyable. I think second half Leicester have been far better than we have. I'm not going to pretend any other way. We've created very little. I thought first half we made a game of it. Second half, we've really looked like a reserve side. See how long the ref's going to add on. But regardless of whether we get a late equaliser or not, I still think it's a good point for Leicester because it just takes them that little bit ahead of Liverpool. 3 minutes added on here. Cross comes in again. Keeper's got it. Ollie will be thinking, well, I don't know what Ollie will be thinking. I think he'll be thinking that, he was on a hide into nothing here. There was not really much he could do. Turn that down a bit, please. Yeah. Why do you always keep knocking it up? You City fan. Come on, one last. It in. I bet Rashford's offside. He is. Fucking hell, Rashford. How have you wandered offside there? He does this on FIFA as well. He's bloody Mark. Why has he ran into that position there? Bloody hell. They're queuing up in the box. Bloody hell. At least FIFA got him right. He does get offside a lot. When will this... Sorry, what was that? When will this trash manager get out of my club, says Philip. I hope it's a joke, Philip. I really do. No, so look, we've got Liverpool in 48 hours. We will be kicking off against Liverpool in 48 hours. So give or take 25 minutes. Some of these players will be starting that game. Rashford, Bruno, Cavani. Obviously, we've been able to rest some players. Luke Shaw, Lindelof, McFred, Wan-Bissaka, Pogba. That's about it, really. Matic has faded second half. I don't think he gets man of the match for me. First half, he was man of the match. Second half, no. 30 seconds to go. Can we move it up quick enough? Player ratings, links in the video description. We'll be going into the match reaction straight after this match ends. So you can do your player ratings. Links in the video description, or it's on the unitedstand.com. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. It's going to be really interesting to see what you've got to say, actually, because a game of two halves. We've definitely faded in the second half. It's a big win for Leicester. He's over the moon, Brendan Rodgers. It's like it's Christmas. He's like shaking hands with Santa because he's been gifted 3 points. Big 3 points for Leicester. Not a win for Manchester United, which is a shame to lose another game in the Premier League. Again, it's statistically our 5th loss in the league. It shouldn't be. We wouldn't have lost this in normal circumstances, but we do lose. And Leicester take a massive step into the Champions League. You've got to question the integrity of the Premier League here. Leicester have basically been gifted 3 points against the United reserve side because of the Premier League scheduling. Doesn't really bother me that much because we're all right. But the integrity for all the other teams, it's very, very hard. Anyway, look, we're going to go and do the match reaction, player ratings, links in the video description. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. I'll see you over on the match reaction in a couple of minutes. Thanks for watching.